Hello and welcome to the Arcade Hangout episode number 54. I am Orange Whip, one of your hosts, and we are just a bunch of arcade collectors who like to meet once a week and chat about our hobby. And we are going to go around the room tonight and do something a little bit different. I'm going to throw up a question, a trivia question onto the screen. I'll share it.
I made a noise like this.
Ooh,
and then everybody else in the theater started throwing up all over each other.
I made a noise like this.
That's like the way we like to start and end our shows is with vomit.
Yeah,
Vomit.
and most of the stuff in the middle as well.
Well, and then Wednesday is a lot of vomit too.
Oh.
Mock has the cure for that.
Yeah,
though.
I was just gonna say, Mark.
Yeah, we be here.
Hashtag Mock has the cure.
By the way, that shit's
What's
not
that
cheap.
mean?
That shit's like $5 a bottle.
Yeah.
I know, and he was handing it out like a drug dealer down at CAX.
I know, that's just like half a beer at CAX.
What do you make on each one of those, Mock?
No, I just gave a couple away. One to Andrew. I just
What
is it?
And one to Keith, I think.
It was strangely green.
Did it help, Andrew? Did it help
Smells like horse's ass.
Mm.
Smells like wheatgrass and something like Splenda or something.
It's definitely got a wheatgrassy kind of smell and flavor to it.
But it fucking works.
That's awesome.
Dude, I didn't
was
get drunk
so
enough at CAX, so
drunk.
I couldn't afford to get drunk enough to find out if it worked at CAX.
You'll be giving it the $1 beer test soon enough.
Yeah.
And Keith Came over, what was it, Friday, and I just got so hammered. Because I was drinking those those cannonball drinks, you know, those. What was it? The Captain Morgan's cannonballs. It's $13 at Winco. I was like, oh, I'll get that.
Take two, they're small.
Yeah, no big deal. I can try something new. And then, like after a couple of those, about three or four of those, and some beers.
Orange balls. I'll have a box of those. Give me a box of those naked lady cheese. And give me 2 of those. Give me 6 of
Oh,
those.
Jimbo's back.
So before I went to bed, I'm like, I gotta get my elixir.
Yeah.
Hope it's not too late. So,
Yeah, you gotta figure out I'll chip in on you bringing some of those out to Grinkers because that would be a good test.
what sucks is
You need to
that's
give Gax
1
some.
ounce
That's
over the.
test.
It's 1 ounce over the limit for flying though, so I don't know.
Shit.
Just drink 1 ounce.
I wonder.
Are you not?
Oh,
are
no,
you
wait.
not-
Is it 1? No, it's 3.5 ounces, so it's 0.1 ounce over. That's what it is.
I thought it was it's like 3.3 ounces or something.
Well,
3.5.
check a bag of those things.
Yeah, or if where do you get it? I mean, did you order it online? Because then maybe you could just have it shipped to Steve.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. It's like $30 at GNC, I think.
We could just
For, like,
go into your
6 of
luggage.
them.
For 6 of them, yeah, I looked that up too.
It could just go into your luggage, though. It doesn't have to be in your carry-on.
If
I'm
he
not
has
gonna-
to shove and check.
Yeah,
You
I'm
might
not
go again
checking
with
luggage.
Amazon Prime, just have it shipped direct, right?
yeah, exactly. Just give us
Maybe
a
I'll do
short
that.
up.
Yeah.
Just get Steve's address and
I'll tell Steve, hey, I'll be looking for my elixir.
Oh, he will laugh his ass
He'll
off.
throw it out.
No. Just pour it in my beer every time I order one.
I'm hoping Steve might be able to join us tonight.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I sent him a couple messages about it. He acted like he's all, yeah, send me the link or whatever, but don't you send it all the time, don't you?
Yeah, he gets it every week.
all right, I'll text him too just to throw it out there.
We should go to Amazon and get a bunch of the beer hats shipped to Drinkers with the arcade Hangout logo. Put
Yeah,
on
we got
front
the
of it.
logo printed on them, like the cups.
Nice.
There you go.
And the great thing is, it doubles as like both a beer helmet and a crash helmet for when you fucking hit the floor.
Yeah, safety first.
When you go full gack at about 10 or 11 at night.
Yeah, exactly. You. Fuck you.
Drink fest.
Yes. I think you nominated yourself for that one, Griffey.
Griffey, you gonna pull that one off this year?
Is there going to be a Griffey Award, like a piece of diamond plate on a nice stand? or something?
Oh, I like
Jesus.
it.
Do you get
Tried
that drunk? We will make that for you.
I don't think anyone can outperform Drewster.
Oh, I don't know. You didn't see Gak the first year.
I heard him. You know what? That was the first time I'd ever heard Gak's voice, and it was probably the first time that I listened to Arcade Outsiders.
Oh wow!
Right exposure
That was
there.
awesome.
Yeah, I was like,
Gak
wow,
show.
this guy's enjoying himself.
Dude, that was
Yeah,
totally
that was totally that was the Gak show for sure.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Pretty much don't remember that night.
I think that's episode 47, somewhere in there.
49 or 50, something like that.
For not, yeah. It was because it was the day before, I think, the 50th or something.
Okay,
I don't know. In the upper 40s.
Yeah.
Speaking of Gak as well, I was enjoying the Facebook throwback pictures of
I know.
Gacky boys. Like, wow, Johnny Depp or what?
Yeah, right.
Lost Boys or
Yeah.
I know. I showed it to my wife. My wife's all, ooh.
Oh, hello.
That was you?
I was, want to say I was a little bit of a player back in the day.
Damn.
And that was a Halloween outfit, by the way. I was kind of a. I don't really remember it, to be honest. It was so
What was
long ago.
What was the costume? Stud?
It was like a leather jacket and then some shirt like unbuttoned to show.
John
chest.
Travolta.
Yeah.
Grease.
Yeah, it was his
I love
style.
that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What have you done with Gak?
21 Jump Street.
Yeah, I know. I ate him. I ate him and buried him inside me somewhere.
Everybody's beautiful at 20.
Right. I'm pretty much half my age there. Yeah.
How old were you there?
23.
12.
Yeah.
12. Nice. See, that's full. That's a full Bruce Campbell right there.
Yeah, it is. I definitely see your face in there, though. That's.
I love those. I love those pictures, though. I thought those are awesome.
Yeah, that was when I was out in Oklahoma City with Hoffman Bikes. There was one of the welder that worked there. He rented a room from these two girls, and I guess we started a party at their house that night, and the one girl was taking pictures. So, yeah, true.
What other pictures came out of that show that night?
Yeah, I don't know.
Some of which we
can
can
find out.
show on the show.
Chris used to impress the girls with his bunny hops. Watch
right.
me! Watch! I've got 1 foot on my peg. Watch this! Watch! Woo. Ow, my face!
Right. That hurt.
So I just got a reply from Steve at Grinkers. He says, "Hello to all. Moving games down at Drinkers.
Yes.
No.
Maybe catch the
Drinkers.
last. Maybe catch the last part with you guys. If not, next Tuesday for sure."
Oh, nice.
I wonder if he'll get there and he's like stuck a little piece of paper just over the G. Just put a D on it, slap it over the logo.
Someone will get a ladder. We should climb up there and do it.
Just a piece of paper with a handwritten D.
Yeah,
like,
just a
real
Sharpie.
corny, just real cheap, like a crayon.
Hey, do you guys see
I'm
my
sure.
outrun over here? You see,
Yeah, Steve, we've seen it many times.
Do you see the
Well, it's
screen,
on.
the blue? Look at it. You got to do the Fonzie like hit.
Oh no!
There you go.
Oh,
Does it
Steve fixed it.
Hey.
Hey!
So I gotta figure
Now, is
out
that a
what's
ki-
going on there.
Is that a kit? The Fonzie kit? Can you
Yeah,
put
the
that on
Fonzie
anything?
hit kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the tech tip is look for a cold solder joint. Probably on your
Keith is
video.
the one that taught it to me. He's like, yeah, just give it a whack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check
That
your
sounds like
video
you have the
cable.
idea for Wacko.
Yeah, right.
That's
a very
how-
unstable game.
That's how I figure out if my Robotron's warmed up or not. I just go up and punch it and see if it resets or not. If it doesn't, it's warmed up. It's good to go.
I used to know a girl I worked with that. Yeah.
Oh!
Wow.
That was back in middle school.
I smack her to see if she's ready.
Yeah.
I got ugly, lazy, and disrespectful. Shut up, bitch! Go fix me a turkey pot pie.
Turkey pot pie.
That's right.
What movie's that from?
Oh, are you kidding me?
Breakfast
No.
Club.
Oh,
Oh, is that Breakfast Club?
yes.
Oh, that's right. When he's going off about his dad yelling at him, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's
Stupid, worthless,
Lazy.
no good,
Good.
goddamn freeloading son of a bitch, retarded, big mouth, know-it-all asshole jerk.
So that was the funny
Got
part of the
lazy.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, you guys ready to do some trivia? Arcade
do it.
trivia.
Oh, no.
So how is this going to work?
So
Yes, what's on
I'll,
my glass?
I'll just pass it on to someone first, and I'm gonna.
Can't we just do it as a group? See who
No.
chimes in first?
What we're gonna do is we're gonna put you on the spot first, and then we'll all go after it after the person gets their
Perfect.
chance.
A little bit. So we can get some shaming in before the.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, and
I saw. I know. Shame.
Shame.
Yeah, so,
I'll cue up the losing horn and sad trombone.
yeah.
We're going to hear a lot of that.
Yeah.
I found a website. It's actually pretty good. It's got a bunch of different arcade ones, and they actually have a levels like from easy to average to tough to difficult. And
Let's do at least one round of
These
easy.
go to 11. Yeah.
we're gonna start off with tough to begin with.
Yeah, I think we do just all impossibly hard, so then
Because
there's
the
no shame,
easy
because
ones
everyone's
are
like,
literally
oh.
like, what game does a little yellow thing go around and eat dots?
That's
Like
right.
that's what's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Defender! All the answers are
Everything's Defender.
everything's
Defender!
Defenders.
All right.
Defender!
If you don't know the answer,
Just shout
the
Defender.
answer is Defender.
All right.
No, it was our game.
Well, let's let the person-
It's wrong.
We'll do it the same way. I'll throw one off to somebody, and then they'll try to answer it. We'll all, after they've answered it, we'll all have our little say, and then they'll get to pass it on to the next person, and I'll say the next question.
Brutal.
All right, so let's go, Joel.
Defender.
Joel gets to start.
Correct!
It's going to be my answer for everything.
So it is multiple choice. It's
Oh.
a multiple choice question.
That's
And I will show it on the screen, but I'll also say it just because of the audio podcast. So I'll share my screen here, but let's also just talk through it. So,
Ooh.
whoa,
Ooh.
no, not the next
Whoa.
question. Whoa. So, number one for Joel, in what classic game would you hear the main boss villain taunt you with such phrases as "Run, coward," and "I hunger"?
Really? This is a hard
That's an
question?
easy question.
Yeah, we're gonna whip right through this one. That's all right.
Yeah, multiple choice.
Multiple choice: Tekken, Star Castle, Sinistar, or Space Ace.
Why is Space Ace in blue?
Defender.
I think I'm just.
Defender!
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He's trying to
it's
lead
the
me. He's
coolest
trying to...
game.
Can I
Where my
see.
pointer was.
I see what he's doing. Yeah, that didn't work, fella. Pal. Ain't your pal, buddy. Ain't your buddy, fella.
Yeah.
So I don't know the answer to this, but I'm
Oh my God.
Oh, nice.
gonna say Sinistar.
That's right.
Come
Is it?
on, you knew the answer.
No, but I actually I've never played Sinistar.
Wow.
That's a good game.
Yeah.
It's hard though, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Didn't
They're
Caleb just
short
pick up a
games,
cockpit
usually.
one?
Yeah.
Kalen did, yeah. I was kind of tempted by that, but that thing was ridiculous. I didn't
much
have
was
the room
that?
for it.
You remember
I
how
think
much?
It went to like 15 for it or something. It wasn't
Oh.
crazy.
That's not bad.
No.
Yeah,
that's not
it
bad at all
wasn't-
for a cockpit.
Yeah, he didn't.
never
He
see
wasn't
one
asking big
do
money
that.
for it, and it was in good shape. It was in. The only thing that was wrong was it had that hole in the seat, but overall the rest of it was in really good shape.
It's funny because you never do see it, and I literally saw 3 of them within a span of 2 days. Kalen's was
Yeah,
Wow.
there's one in Seattle that went for sale, and there was one on Facebook I saw someone had for sale as well.
I had one about 2.5 years ago. I sold for $3,000. So
they're huge though. I mean, they're like 6 feet long, 7 feet.
Yeah.
Well, 6 feet.
But the way the whole cockpit lights up around the dial gauges and all that, they went all out on that one. I mean, really,
Yeah.
they I think they spent more time developing that than the Star Wars cockpit. They could have had backlit stuff on Star Wars too, but
Yeah.
still, it's a total icon for sure. But yeah, I
Is
think
it
that,
Would you say it's an arcade icon?
yeah, there you go.
Ah, jeez.
Nice
Um,
plug.
Yeah. And that's the one where I think originally they said that they had to tweak the speech on it a little bit because it sounded like it said Ron Howard. Ron Howard.
Hey,
I swear,
now.
there's like an interview of the developer on that somewhere out there on the web, and he talks about
Nice.
that.
Ron Howard.
Yes.
Ron.
Yes.
So, Joel, go ahead and pass that off to the next person. We'll go to question number 2.
Alrighty, I'm gonna pass it off to the sexiest man in the 80s, Chris Gack.
Yeah.
Also, just so you know, the difficulty of this one is tough. It's been played 9,462 times so far, and the average score is only 7 out of 15.
Wow.
Yeah, so
We'll see how we fare against that.
hopefully we can
All right.
up the average of this guy a little bit. All right.
I could up the average of most guys. What?
All right.
Get
so
it?
question number
What?
2. What classic Atari coin-op used vector graphics to create a 3D environment in which you drove a tank and tried to destroy other tanks, super tanks, missiles, and saucers?
Well,
Defender.
let's see.
The Salt
Yeah.
Tank.
I don't
Defender.
see Karate Champ on the list. What's up with that?
Damn it.
I
This is
guess,
easy,
you know,
man.
since there's only one vector game on that list, I guess I'll go Battlezone.
Is that really supposed to be a hard question?
No, this is supposed to be a tough question.
Oh, a tough question. Okay. I misunderstood tough and
All right,
hard.
so
And
we got-
hard,
we gotta-
yeah. There is a difference between tough and hard.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second.
There is actually. Yeah.
They were trying to. They were
Does
trying.
that mean easy
question,
as soft?
Oh, no.
And
Not necessarily.
I'm gonna pick someone I haven't heard from in a while. Dave from Buffalo. How's it going?
Hey!
All
right, Dave.
I've missed the sound effects, I have to say.
Yeah. Jimbo's back in
I
fine
was
form.
I was pretty happy though. In the, like 2 or 3 weeks, everyone was just filling in. They're making their own sounds.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why
Dave.
can't you grow an ass? Got the ferocious dog back there.
Right? Yeah.
Get him, Skippy. Get him.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be back. Hold on.
Sit, boo boo, sit.
Yeah.
Good dog.
Good dog.
Go.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Dave, are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
I think you should get this one. In Pac-Man, the ghosts chasing you were Inky, Pinky, Blinky, and Clyde. In Miss Pac-Man, Clyde was replaced by
Ooh, I may not know this.
Clara, Tina, Claire, or Sue.
Hmm.
Ooh, I know.
I don't know. I'm gonna guess Sue.
no.
I have no idea.
You guessing what?
Sue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good guess.
sir.
I like the way they distracted with the Clara, and what was the other one?
Claire.
Clara, Tina, Claire, and Sue.
Claire.
Yeah.
It's a family.
Clara and Claire, right? They're like
Mm.
suggesting almost
Oh.
like a multiple choice thing, like, ooh.
Yeah. Yep.
And Sue is totally different than the rest, but Sue is already in.
Yep. A ghost named Sue. I think there was a song about that.
I think there was
I think it was
Laugh
a Neil
ain't
Diamond
easy
song,
when you're a
too.
ghost
A
named
ghost named
Sue.
actually one of my. There's a great cover of that song by the band All, who is kind of the Descendants, which actually is pretty awesome.
It's a great song. Great song.
Yeah. Boy Named Sue actually is what we're talking about, but yeah,
Yeah.
for the listeners at home.
Right.
It's like a girl named Steve.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know.
We're gonna see him in a couple months.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
He
Oh.
never left much to mar me. Just this old guitar and empty bottle of booze.
And I don't blame him because he ran and hid. Before he did, he went and named me Sue or something like that.
Yep. Before he did. Yeah, that's my American accent. You like that?
That's not American.
Huh.
That's some sort of southern.
Oh, really? You're picky about accents now, eh?
Well, we've heard enough versions of your accent.
I know, right? Laser printer.
Good evening, Governor.
MOSFET? Where's the bloody MOSFET?
Why does everybody say governor?
Yeah.
I think for the last 2 days of Grinkers, all John Jacobson did was run up to me and shout, "Bloody well right!" and run away.
Hey, at least he didn't punch you in the balls or grab you,
Right.
grab your ass.
Well, he did the same thing when he came on here that episode.
Oh, did he do that?
Yeah, he totally did it.
He joined, he's like, "Hi, it's Griffin." Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Guy's such a tit.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
That pretty much sums it up right there.
Anyway, sorry. Derailed.
Dave, would you like to pass it along?
Yeah, let's go to Carrie.
Woo! All right, Defender.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off if the actual answer is
Yeah,
defender.
that would be fun.
There has to be one in here somewhere.
There's
This one's
gotta
going to be
one.
pretty easy, I think. What was the name of the first coin-op that was a major hit? So much so that the creator paid enough money to found Atari.
Oh, come on.
Paddle, ping,
Defender.
pong, or ping pong?
Say ping. Or
Yeah.
And then he went. Yeah, I know.
And then no Freudian slips either, Carrie.
With number one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'll go Pong. It'll be a boring answer. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, this is supposed to be tough. This is brutal.
Yeah.
Well,
We
you
just
know,
say that, but like,
although
someone's gonna get a fucked up answer. Here.
That'll be me.
Yeah.
This will be my
All right, Carrie, do you want to pass her along?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to pass it to Buffett. We haven't heard from him today.
I'm here.
But still won't.
Awesome.
Growing ass.
there we go.
Yeah.
Waiting for it.
Are you
He's
ready,
distracted.
Buffett?
No, he's counting his money right now. Counting his Buffets.
You're counting his
one
Buffett.
Buffett, two Buffett, three Buffett.
You not here?
Yeah, we can hear you.
You're faint.
I never know.
Yep. We're waiting on the question.
All right, here we go. In what classic side-scroller did the player drive a vehicle across the lunar surface while jumping pits and shooting towards a pesky spacecraft?
Totally Defender.
Moon race, moon buggy, moon patrol,
Where's
or
D,
lunar lander?
all the above?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go with one of the ones that starts with an M and ends with an L.
Well,
All right,
How many of
there's
those?
only one of those.
Defenderl.
Yeah.
Mefendrel.
Mofendrol. That sounds like a drug.
It does sound
Yeah.
It does, yeah. Pretty good one. Huh?
Yeah.
And my Coke was laced with Mofendrol.
Dude. Did you see
I
colors?
usually like to have 200 milligrams of Defenderol.
We should get some Mofendrol shipped directly to Grinkers for Grinkfest.
Can Steve get that on tap?
Yeah.
Both of them.
Andy!
Yeah.
Wife just toasted all the chips.
So Buffett, you gotta pick the next guy then.
I know.
Here
Let's
All
talk
the
about your big butt, Simone.
Let's see. Who's not going? Mock and what? Andrew and
Jim, myself, Brad.
I have no idea.
he's got the answers to questions. So.
No, I don't have the answers.
No,
We just know the answers.
All right, Andrew. Let's get to the hard one.
all right, give me the hard one. I mean,
Whoa!
let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
Oh, God. What entertaining Nintendo coin-op featured characters named Kid Quick, Ball Bull, and Glass Joe?
Mike Tyson's boxing.
Mike Tyson's boxing.
It's not even right. Like
KO.
KO.
The least they've done is actually use the NES name
Yeah, the real name.
for Punch Out.
That's the hard
These
one.
are not tough, are they?
No,
I had no
No.
idea. For what it's worth, I had no idea.
not for us. My wife wouldn't get any of them right.
All right, actually, just so you guys know, like you brought up like just real quick, like while I'm still talking. So my wife found me this tin of trivia
Ooh.
cards
Oh.
called Geek Heart Gamer Trivia 100
Joel,
trivia
you
questions.
need to mute. Somebody needs to mute.
I just muted him.
Oh, perfect. Good job.
So there's these. It's just like Trivial Pursuit. So like the questions in here are maybe a little bit more challenging than we've seen so far from. So if we can keep the trivia theme going, maybe I can ask you a few questions from some of the arcade-related cards in this deck.
Ooh, okay.
All right, we'll get through the 15 though. We got to see how well. Yeah,
let's see how we
I'm
do
not
here.
confident.
Don't worry,
you know.
there's still room for disappointment. Don't
All
worry.
right, Jim.
I haven't gone yet.
Jim, bump, set, and disappointment.
All right, here we go. A series of classic shooting games in which you actually held your weapon and aimed at targets on the screen had two communities with Crossbow and Cheyenne.
Cop Range and Carnage.
What other two not-so-successful games rounded out the series?
Oh, that's awesome.
Killer and Cop Range, Chaos and Car Chase, Cop Range and Carnage, and Crack Shot and Chiller.
So now, an average person that's not an arcade collector, they would totally get stumped by this one, I would think.
This is actually a pretty good question.
Yeah, this is a good question.
Only because like one of them everyone knows, and the other one's a little bit less common.
Well, well, Alex, I did study at. No, I'm just kidding. For the 20 years that I was, I will have to go with Crack Shot and Chiller. I was really tempted to go with Cop Range and Carnage, but they almost rhyme. They flow off the tongue nicely.
Yeah, Cop Range. Yeah, it's like Cop Range.
Yeah. It is indeed.
What is the average range of a cop?
Oh, you said cop. I heard something else.
Did I tell you how I lost my eye?
Well, that's another way.
I gotta pass it. I'll pass it to.
A game would last less than 2 or 3 minutes.
I will have to pass it to Mr. Brad.
Okay, here we. I'm going to pass this back to Carrie.
No.
Defender.
Oh.
Defender.
I think it's
this Williams
escort
was
for an octopus.
Fit for an octopus. Nice.
Oh, you had to have the tentacles to play it.
Utilizing a joystick and 5 distinct buttons, you flew a fighter over a planetary surface defending guys wandering below from a ravenous alien.
I believe this is Escort.
Adventure, Defender, Revenge, or Escort.
Escort.
5 distinct buttons, one of them being green.
Not necessarily. That would be the toughest question. Would be the one about whether it had to have a green button in order to be original. That
I don't know. Ask Brian
fact,
from Buffalo.
That answer would in fact be Defender. Yes.
Dun-dun-dun.
Mega hit.
Fit for an octopus.
I know that's
awesome.
cute.
Actually, that is the best question we've had so far.
Wow! Yeah, no, and it was actually very cleverly worded. So yeah. All right, so I'll pass it back to Brad.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm gonna be able to get this one as well. This one is a bit more obscure. What is the sequel to Defender?
Oh,
which is built on the same theme, but added more
I
enemies.
think this one's called Derek.
And still another one.
Eric.
Are you
Yes.
still looking for one of those?
Yeah, but only for $50, fully working, fully restored.
And I never have to do anything to it for the rest of my life.
And he's going to use his tax return to pay for it.
That's right.
So my choices are Stargate, Star Castle, Starfleet, and
Keep clicking.
Starflight. And Starfleet. And I'm going to go with Stargate. All right, and I'm going to pass it. Who's anybody left?
Just me, I think.
Oh, back.
Aww.
All right, Steve. Carry the torch.
Here
Oh,
we
All
go,
right, I'm
Steve.
ready.
slow clap.
What was the sequel to the vulnerable Atari classic Asteroids, adding a shield to the player's
These are too
defensive
easy.
arsenal and rotation of asteroids?
Planetoid.
Planetoids. Totally
Planetoids.
Planetoid.
Asteroids 2, Asteroids Deluxe,
Planetoid.
Meteoroids? Is that what that is? Meteoroids and
You should have put
planetoids.
the other asteroid type of games in there. To make
These
it
are
a
much
little
better
harder.
names.
Planetoids is a way better name than Asteroids Deluxe.
Totally.
I want a game called Meteoroids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
I think Planetoids was their original name for Mad Planets. They're like,
Actually,
we need 2 words. Oh.
So where's the vacation quote?
Yeah.
Still-
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, it's right here.
So what was your answer there, Steve?
Oh, Asteroids Deluxe.
Oh.
With no fanfare or anything. He's like, whatever, it's fucking Asteroids Deluxe.
Yeah, that's too easy.
Planetoids is my pet name for my balls.
As they orbit around Uranus.
That's right.
Win.
Speaking of
All right,
slapping
let's do
your
the last 5.
Remember
together
to
real
tip your
quickly.
waitress.
Let's do these last ones quickly together.
Okay.
So, what was the Midway arcade game in which the side-by-side shooter, which a side-by-side shooter behind bunkers defended the lunar surface from advancing ranks of aliens? Astro Blaster, Space Invaders, Galaxian, or Lunar Lander?
Space Invaders.
Space Invaders.
I'm going to say Space Invaders. Number 12. This could be a tough one for some. That's what it actually says for those who are listening.
Yeah.
You're showing your age or your intuition if you get it. Wow, they're really getting cocky on this one.
Right.
Actually,
In
got
what
a
old
calisthenic.
black and white game did you fire a rifle at ducks in flight over tall grass painted on a console?
Quack.
Trophy duck,
Quack.
duck hunt, quack, or duck season?
Wabbit season.
Quack.
Black and white.
Quack.
I don't know this one.
No, I would guess Trophy Duck.
It's not Duck Hunt, obviously.
No.
It's either
Could
Quack
still
or
be
Duck
duck
Hunt.
hunt. There could have been a different duck hunt.
Quack?
It's not, but Duck Hunt's not black and white.
I know.
Yeah.
I
No,
said
it could have
it's
been a
not
different
Duck
duck
Hunt.
hunt.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I would guess not Trophy Duck, but I don't know.
That's a great name, though.
I like Quack.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably not the right answer, but
It's got to be Duck Hunt.
No, that's the Nintendo.
Yeah, but it could have been another
Wow.
game.
Well, yeah, it doesn't mean there wasn't one
Hmm.
before.
Oh.
Not to be confused with the other Bronze Era game, Dick Hunt, which was very popular in Miami in the 70s.
I'm thinking quack.
Quack. Quack. Precursor to
Crack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Popular in Miami in the 90s.
That's right.
I have no idea which one it is.
Quack. Let's go with quack.
All right,
Yeah,
we're
why
going
not?
with
Quack's the funny answer.
Quack's the best answer.
All right, number 13. What blockbuster
Nice.
puzzle game that is
All
still
right,
quite
Tetris, just
addictive?
go ahead.
All right.
Move along.
Two left. Two left.
This is for this is for audio people. The people are listening. Let's go to by Russian programmers. There you go. Number 14. What object, also a prize to munch on the board, marked the highest levels of Pac-Man? It was simply repeated over and over again as you finish
next.
subsequent boards.
Sorry, bell, key, pretzel, or banana?
Oh, did we lose?
Was it pretzel?
Yeah, I'm sure it was pretzel. And if you were playing Ms. Pac-Man.
I'm gonna have to go with the baby stroller. You know, the tricycle that floats around the space.
The fuck kind of drugs are you smoking?
Talking about regular Pac-Man here.
Oh.
It's I always heard a story that eventually there was a golden key, but I of course never found it. They're just the silver keys that go on forever.
Do you think it's a key?
Yeah.
Yes, it's the key.
It's a key.
Yes.
We know it's a key.
What little
There you
known
go,
X-League
Andrew.
coin not featured a bow-toting...
Venture.
Venture's awesome.
No,
Wait,
Venture.
Wait,
Venture.
Venture, not
Oh,
Adventure.
sorry.
Yeah.
Submit.
Did we miss
Jesus.
one? Maybe one.
There we go.
Oh,
Oh,
Sinistar, Battlezone, Pong, Moon Patrol.
We got them all right.
Wait. You look at the percentages of people who fucked this up.
Let's go back.
44%.
44.
Number one, 44% got it right.
Sinistar.
I'm above average. Yay!
Battlezone, only 60% got it right. Wow.
I like your answer, Dak. Though there's one fucking vector game in that
Yeah.
fucking list.
There you go, Pong 90%. So obviously this is not a tough
Alright.
question, people.
That one's not tough. Yeah.
Although when you
Just-
said that, Gak, should have pushed your glasses up your nose while you said
Only
it.
62 people.
Actually,
So we're really only questioning the one game, is that correct?
Just the one black and white.
Yeah.
good old Quack.
Quack. I want it to be Quack.
It's gonna be.
Defender is obviously an easy one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody knows.
Wow,
him.
Stargate only 31% of people.
What?
Stargate?
Wow.
What? People are losers, not like us.
They call us losers.
Right.
Who's laughing now?
You
Me
31%.
in my garage on my own.
Quack!
Fuck
yeah!
Holy shit.
100%.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that. We upped the average score, guys, from 7 to 8 out of 15.
Nice.
Nice.
Where's my cookie?
Yeah.
Dude, all right, so somebody here needs to buy a Quack, because that's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Let's see if I can find it. Show
Right.
what it looks
Yeah.
like.
Let's check it out.
I'm so glad we
Yeah,
called
piece
that
of
fucking
shit.
answer.
I think
Quack
you
is
said
the-
it first, didn't you, Andrew?
That's the greatest answer.
Yeah.
Oh, this is actually pretty damn cool looking.
Quack.
Wait, is it black and white though? Oh, it's black and white. It's actually got a screen overlay on it.
With an overlay. Nice.
Yeah.
Share it up. Where it is? Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, wow, it's got wings.
It's got a
And
rifle.
the rifle goes right into the
Wow.
cabinet. That's awesome.
Hell yeah, look at that. It's like sex.
It looks like Duck Hunt, though. Like those colors. Jesus
Yeah, it's
Christ.
just like sex.
It goes right into the cabinet, just like
Look at that.
Well, it's been a while, but
Pretty much
yeah,
exactly the
it
same.
looks just like sex.
Just exactly like that.
It's got a trigger and every. Wait.
Point and shoot.
So is it? It has to be a light game, right? Obviously.
I guess so.
Well, that's a
Yeah,
CRT.
that's a light game.
Yeah.
That's a light game. Yeah, there's optical. Yeah.
It has to be. Yeah.
It's a pretty cool game.
Oh, it's actually got a cool
Wait,
logo too.
Was there a sequel to it? Scroll up a little bit.
Quackers.
Let's see that.
Puppy Pong.
I don't see.
Probably most quacks never survive due to people smashing the glass with the end of the rifle.
There is one.
Yeah, really.
Should we see who has it for sale?
Yes.
Buffett.
What's going on?
No one.
Seth Sother in
He's got two of
Philadelphia.
them.
Say that
Oh, so
5
hey.
times drunk.
Yeah. Dale Luck in Campbell. He's right by me.
Theft offer, theft
No,
offer,
those aren't for
theft
sale
offer.
though.
Oh, not for sale. Sorry, I
It's
thought
only
it only.
this one here
Yeah, I
that's
thought
for
it only. I thought it only brought up what was it.
Only
ones that were
owned
for
by
sale.
six known
Who's in
people.
Philly? Ian Kellogg's in Philly. He could go get it.
I could drive up there and get it.
I'm sure he's got a cap kit for that.
Next week we'll find out that Buffett has this thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I could contact Dale and we can do a little podcast from his place and show Quack.
You know who needs this? Steve from fucking Grinkers needs
Right.
this. And it needs
That's
to be in the
actually-
tournament.
Yes, he does.
There we go. Yes.
He actually does. He
Ooh.
have any shooting games, like gun games?
Oh, light games?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah, it's
don't
like Blue Shark.
Well, I thought over by Blue Shark to the left of Blue Shark was
But
a.
that's not a.
Yeah, it's
that's
not a-
like a optic.
No, like a
Well, it's
actual
like
light
a
gun.
yeah.
I thought
So.
there was one over in that area, but maybe I'm remembering incorrectly.
Yeah, you're thinking of doing shots. That was
Oh, you're right.
That was very
yes,
close to that
That
area.
was
yeah.
someone else. Yeah.
Holy shit, Mock.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Oh no.
Oh god. Oh, there's a board. There's a board for sale on. Well, that would suck. You need to buy the gun and stuff. So.
Good luck. Yeah.
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 All right. So how about some actually like kind of fucked up questions?
All right, let's do it.
Yeah. Let's
All
go.
right,
fuck
actually,
that.
let's start with a relatively easy one. And I obviously I have the answers here, so I can't put them on screen. So question
I can look 'em up.
one.
Maybe if I could.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean let's just throw it out to the room.
Yeah.
See if anyone
Yeah.
can look these ones.
You know, I'm
So-
just saying if there's like a screenshot or something, I can see if I can.
Geek
Afterwards.
Gamer Trivia is what it's
Oh.
called. Who created a tennis game called Chase on his brown box years before releasing Pong?
Ralph Bear.
It's not Bushnell, is it?
Wozniak, maybe? Was that the other guy?
I mean, how do we do this, right? Because like you guys are just throwing out answers. Right. So like we just bleep in with the right answer. So
is there multiple choices or?
No, this is not a multiple choice. So the answer is of course Ralph Bear. A little bit trickier to know Ralph Bear. Yep.
Oh, yeah, Bushnell stole that.
That's right.
I forgot.
And he made the Apple II.
Yeah. All right, so here's a little bit. So again, trickier. How many rows of aliens are there usually at the start of a Space Invaders game?
Oh, jeez.
Right. So these are much more interesting questions, I think.
Rows or columns? Rows. 8
rows.
I would guess 5 or 6.
Well, you got to throw out a real.
What do you mean 5 or 6? What the fuck is
There's
that?
like 5, 6, 7, or 8. I mean, there's got to be like 5. You know.
I'll say 6.
I'll say 8.
All right, we got 3 answers. So the correct answer is 5.
Ah, phooey.
Jack does not get that one.
Yeah.
No.
I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6.
Yeah, I was trying to read it down.
100 million billion.
Yeah.
We will scorn him. We will scorn him and we will judge him. Shame.
Yeah.
Shame.
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 Shame. Gone.
All right, so maybe we ought to do this more like a game show where you've got to like bong in. So before, don't scream out your answer, but bong in, raise your hand, say me. You got the answer, and then.
All right, should I be keeping score too then?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, why not? Just put a check mark next to our name or something.
Hey, also, just Brad, you know what would make me happier than anything in the world? If you painted
a blowjob.
Well, yeah. Ooh, yeah. I forgot about
everybody
those.
happy.
I forgot about that.
Who says no about a blowjob?
Well, I do about giving one.
Yeah.
An offering.
Might as well shoot high.
I know. Start high. Yeah.
An offering.
End up with a bag of kettle
cock
chips.
range.
I want you to paint little stars on your background behind you there, and then have like a little planet with some rings around it just floating up.
How about this glow in the dark stars?
Yeah.
Have iridescent, you can get a black light.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
It would be.
Can you do that? Will you do that?
I wonder if my little thing here works. I don't even remember how to turn this damn thing on now.
Your little thing?
Yeah, nice.
How about a star projector behind you?
Could you put the little thing? Oh.
Little Brad?
Little Brad.
My little witty, or whatever the hell it's called.
Little Brad in helmet.
Please don't look down while you're saying that, dude.
All right, so maybe for bringing in, it's the first person in our chat who responds, because that way there's no question about like audio.
We went from like almost 20 viewers to 9. I don't know. They don't like something about us tonight.
Fuck
We
those
just
guys.
typed the
Yeah,
answer.
this is more for us tonight. Fuck that.
No. Just like type like an X and then get ready to hit enter.
Oh, okay.
And then whoever hits enter first with the answer gets to go. And you win. I don't know.
That deserves a Japanese orgasm.
A blowjob from Joel.
$1 beer at Greenberg.
Yeah, exactly. One of the hangover cure things.
An English one is different, by the way.
So you're getting the feeling that these questions are a little bit harder.
Just a little bit harder.
All right, so we ready for the next one? You guys got your fingers over the return button?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So actually, this one actually was kind of like more along the lines of what I expected in this question. So question. Name the most popular classic game designed by a woman.
That's cheating.
The answer is penis.
Yes.
If Carrie doesn't get it all
Yeah, no.
All right.
do you not know what it is, Carrie?
No, I don't know.
Oh! Wow.
Centipede.
So she gets minus 100 points.
Centipede.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, it's my glass.
All right, Chris has an X there.
Oh, it has to be X. I just put in penis and hit enter.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
I don't know. We got penis and defender and X.
Nice,
and...
Jim. Look at that. I mean, you were just.
Oh, my answer was centipede.
Yeah.
All right. So Brad is correct with centipede. And do you know who designed it?
I forget her name.
Is this a bonus
Your
point?
mom.
For a bonus
Your
point.
mom.
For bonus points.
I cannot remember her name now.
Bonus.
First or last name? I go with giving bonus points for either name.
Well, let me just Google that.
Oh shit!
Come on, yeah, let's be legit here.
All right, so Brad is the only one who can answer, and he should not be Googling. Because don't be a dick.
I knew that.
I'm not.
Oh.
We learned that from the Chance episode, right? But if you can't think of it, it's fine. You know.
It wasn't Tits McGee, was it?
That's pretty close.
It was Tits McGinnis.
Oh,
McGinnis. All right, there we go. McGinnis. It's Donna Bailey. That's too long.
Oh, that's my second guess.
All right, we're ready for the next one.
Yeah.
We had a similar question to this in the previous thing, but I'm going to go ahead and throw this one out there. All right, so what was the first commercially successful video game, arcade game?
Ooh,
Steve. Then Chris.
I had an explanation before you said the question.
We're going to go with Steve.
Wow. I was going to say Space Invaders and I'm thinking Pac-Man, but...
Hey, whoa. You can't just be throwing out an X and then be like, oh, I'm going to have to think about it.
Well,
you may as well say...
No, you
may as well say like 5 or 6.
Shut up!
You know?
Let the poor man speak.
And remember who you're dealing
I'll
with.
just go with one. I'll just say Space Invaders, but...
The answer on the card is Pac-Man.
Ah, shit. That was my
So we got to go by the card. Like trivia. Because you could make the argument about Space Invaders in Japan, I think. But I'm gonna go with what the card says, and the card says Pac-Man, which is a legitimate.
Good day.
All right.
I see.
You're tied with Carrie.
Good day.
Yeah. We're in a good club together. To us.
All right. So actually, speaking of Space Invaders, so this should be a relatively easy one. You guys get your fingers hovering over your enter buttons. Which company?
Yes.
Joel already fucking typed. All right, so Joel, what is the answer?
Well, I was thinking it might be. Or might be. Hang on a sec.
Paging Mr. Herman.
Midway?
I'm sorry. You're now tied with Steve and Carrie.
Welcome.
Join the loser club.
For the rest of
you can sit next to me.
Which company released
Taito?
Defender.
Karate champ.
Jim drew a dick.
Good old Jim.
Followed by Orange Whip penis.
All right.
Good fight.
I'm putting in a clear thing. We're gonna start the question over here. No one after that.
Wait, Orange Whip has a full 5 equals? That's impressive. Huh?
Which company released Space Invaders in Japan?
Taito. Well, Taito.
Penis. I know.
Well, Penis was the original company name, but they had to change it because someone else had it already.
People by marker. Come on.
If the question comes up,
They're just in the name of the company to make it into something rude.
Right. If they ask which company released Missile Command in Europe, I'm all over that one. Just know.
Well, their original name was Synap, but then someone read it backwards on a mirror, and they're like, "Oh, penis." That sounds.
All right, I'm just gonna do like 2 more of these things because.
Oh, these are fun.
Okay.
I tell you, if ever there was a company that should have released Missile Command, it should have been Penis Inc.
It's true. All right, so this should be an easy one, and I see you guys already ready to type your X in there. On the first day
Of Christmas, my true love gave to me.
of its existence.
Appear in a tree.
Penis.
Nice. Good day, eh?
Appear.
A beer. Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Take coffee.
On its first day of existence, the
turtlenecks.
original Pong game broke down. Why?
Oh, jeez.
I guess Buffett.
Probably that was probably a fuse.
Notepad for the win.
That must have been Buffett.
Yeah. Fuse.
Someone
Notepad for the
clearly
win.
would like to go first. All right, Buffett.
Someone likes copy paste.
All right, Buffett. What is the answer to the question?
Too many coins in the machine.
That's
Me.
correct.
Yep, that's the answer.
Too many coins. That's
All right.
awesome.
So the last one is actually kind of a tricky one. I actually would be curious if anyone gets this one. I did not guess this one when I first read the card. I threw out some guesses and did not get it. All right. So, yep. I'm with Carrie and Steve and the rest of you losers.
Welcome, my friend.
Yeah.
How many dots are there on a Pac-Man board?
Oh, jeez.
Johnny.
Well, all right, so
Dottie.
no Google. No Google, you bastards. I want to see your
running over
hands
to
up
your
here.
Pac-Man
Everyone's
machine.
hands in the air. Come on. Hands in the air. No
I
fucking
can
Google.
just don't
I'm
care.
not wearing pants, Andrew.
Voice to text. Work.
I want to see one hand go down and hit enter. How many fucking
I'm
dots
typing
are
with my
there on
toes.
Pac-Man?
I wonder if it's an odd number or an
I have
even
no
number.
idea.
How many
We can-
dots in Pac-Man?
Gleek has
How
an
many
answer in the
licks
chat.
does it take to get to
No,
the
it's not
He doesn't count.
Center of a-
256, I was just like-
Yeah.
Pac-Man board?
256 is an interesting answer. Yeah.
I'll go with 300.
All right. So
I go
Buffett
with
says
180.
300.
184.
It's
All right.
you
Actually,
can't
let's.
have
Why
a
don't you
number.
guys just go ahead and type quickly your answers in the chat? Quickly. Don't cheat.
Do we
Just
have
fucking
to?
Type your
Are we
answers in the
required
chat.
to?
Yep.
Ah,
Is this
That's a lot of work.
no,
Price
really?
I'll go with $1.
Carrie's like, I type all day long. I'm not fucking typing anything.
I know.
Price
My
is Right
hands, I
style.
need to save my hands for Gyrus.
Who's
Big dog
Gyrus?
cock.
Big
Joel,
dog.
really, that's your
Dog.
best
Let me
answer.
tell you about Gyrus's joystick.
Joel, don't be a
Is he also known as tall, dark, and handsome?
Well, Monroe is really the name that comes to mind when I think about Gyrus's joystick.
All right, no one's gotten it.
Ah.
Who's
The
close?
Yeah,
The
who's the closest?
answer. The
No,
answer
who's the
is.
closest? And then we can narrow it down. Who's closest?
Well,
I
I
am
guess
with 3.
Carrie is closest.
Yes. All right.
Joel says 80.
Yeah, I went
And then there's Joel.
that's the amount of dots I can eat with 3 lives on Pac-Man.
All right. So new answer.
It's an even number. How about that? Joel, you're going the wrong direction.
Yeah, because I had 184. So
All right.
Right.
So the correct
Above.
answer,
There you go.
Chris actually got the right answer, which is 240.
Oh wow.
Yay.
nice.
So there you go. There's the end of our trivia
Nice.
part.
Whew. Yay! Nicely done. I'm gonna go feed my
Oh,
dogs.
I'm
I'll
worn
be back.
out.
Good job, team. Good job.
Yep.
Those streaks.
We
That
do
was
this
fun.
boring shit every week.
I like it. I don't know
If
if
you want to tune in next week.
we should do like abstract like video games that are like in MAME, and we'll show a picture of it, and you gotta say what it is. Like
Like an 80 pixel by 80 pixel square from anywhere on the screen, and it'll be all black, and it'll be the fucking Defender.
Defender.
it is like some of the obscure,
or
more
Karate
obscure games. You gotta
Yeah.
name the game.
It'll just be like a blue, just like the blue sky on Karate Champ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
What is this game?
It's Duck Chiller.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
Oh
fun.
shit, pizza's done.
Time for another refill for me.
The Bachelor.
What is it? A party pizza?
Actually, I think I'm eating pizza now too.
have you been left alone?
It's a personal pizza.
Oh,
Personal.
Because he's stuck at the self-service pump.
is that what you call it?
That's the Weird Al Yankovic reference.
Oh, not talking about yourself.
No, I'm there too.
Your Irish girlfriend, Pam Omahand.
Hold my hand.
Pam
Five
Omahand.
sisters.
And there are 5 sisters. Yep.
Yeah. That's Pamela and her 5 sisters. Is that what it is?
Pamela, yeah, nice.
Palm.
Yeah, and I'm supposed to be married, so you know it's
Supposed to be?
And if it's a girl, they're all making soup.
that's a bit much. That's
Hasn't been enough Guinnesses yet, Mock.
I'm thinking I'm sober tonight. That's the bad part.
fuck. I've only got 2 of those left.
I'm just drinking Arnold Palmer iced teas tonight.
Wow.
You okay, vodka?
Arnold Palmer.
Yeah.
You went gay with us. We're all on Patty and her Palmy, and you're like fucking Arnold. You can
I love
have
the Arnold.
Andy from some guy who sounds like he should be playing golf.
He is. He does.
Yeah.
Professionally.
So what are we doing tonight?
I don't know.
This has got weird. Like everyone left to get drinks and pizza.
Yeah, where's my pizza?
We're talking about like gay handies from a golf player. Yeah, he's probably got good hands.
Nice good grip.
Yeah, nice tight grip.
Yeah, did you see
He
what
knows how to swing a club.
What did you say, Brad?
Andy? I just thought it was you saying Andy.
Oh.
It's cute.
Gak's version of that is the best. Because he's got a little crack in it. It's like, Andy!
Andy!
And a little bit of southern drawl too.
Yeah, I was gonna say he sounds like a southern woman on a porch, an old lady.
Yes.
Drinking it all over
I'm
Palmer.
pretty sure it was the Andy Griffith show, right? And the lady called him out or something.
Oh, was that
I
it?
think that's where I got it from.
Nice. Wait. So I get that it was from Andy Griffith. That's where you get it from. You know it's from Pee-wee, right?
From what?
From Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
No.
Oh, I love the fact
that
you didn't get that. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds the same almost.
No, it is. No, it totally is. That's I love
That's
it.
Aunt
Maybe
B
that's
going,
maybe that's where Pee-wee's Big Adventure got it from.
Yeah.
I've seen it a few times. I don't remember that scene.
Simone, let's talk about your big butt.
So maybe that's where they got it from from the Pee-wee's Big Adventure. They got it from Andy Griffiths.
Could be.
The world may never know.
Boy, we sure
Where's
need
Palmer?
ourselves. Nobody
Let's get him
hell
on the
knows
show.
what Andy Griffith show is.
The Tootsie Pop commercial you just referenced there, Jim? The world.
Oh, I didn't reference that. Yeah. Nice.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop?
I never got there without biting. Ask the owl.
Yeah, see, Jim,
Let's
Jim,
find
do you know?
out.
Do you know what Andy Griffith show is?
Yes, I do.
See, how do you know what that show is?
That's another reference to Ron Howard again, right?
It is
Ron
actually.
Howard!
Exactly.
Yeah, didn't he direct?
Syndication is how I know about the Andy Griffith show.
Andy
Ron Howard
Griffith show.
directing the Andy Griffith show.
I would watch a lot of Marx Brothers movies on TV on Turner Classic, and a lot of times they would have that show on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, me and my dad are big Marx Brothers fans.
I
And
always thought-
Stooges and Laurel and Hardy, and yeah.
I always thought Aunt B was kind of a bitch on that show. She wasn't very nice.
I never watched it.
A pain in the
I just
ass.
love it.
Oh.
So, anything new arcade-wise, you guys, this week?
Just my Megatouch surgery that I've been posting on WhatsApp.
Yes.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
dirty it is.
Giving it the old
Oh,
Massagale
God,
wash.
it's gross. It's been it's gross. There's so much gunk and dust, but yeah, it'll be a fun transplant. I decided I'm gonna also replace the front bezel, since this other one's cleaner, or it doesn't have any scuff marks on it, so to speak. But yeah, it's kind of it's a clusterfuck. There's so much shit crammed into that little thin panel. But hopefully I'll be able to clean that up with zip ties and stuff. So yeah, and then I got word today that my upgrade kit to 2014 showed up, so I can put 2012 on eBay and get. Well, if I get anything that they've been going for recently, it should be sitting pretty good. They've been selling 2012 security keys have been going for like $200.
Wow.
So, anything within the last like 3-4 years goes for a lot of money.
Nice.
Yeah, I had to order that 2014 upgrade kit from Dubai.
Oh my god.
Weird.
Yeah, it showed up. It took like 10 days, I suppose. Which the seller was like, "I'm sorry. Normally it's there within like 5 days." I'm like, "Holy fuck," you know. But yeah, because he had it for the cheap. He had like, I don't know how some of these power sellers have like, 20, 30 of these and upgrade kits. But I talked them down a bit, but they still go for stupid money. I paid $235 for it, which is not terrible, like, because everyone else is trying to sell them for like $400 on eBay. But like my 2011 for the Force, 2011 was the last upgrade kit for Force hardware, and that was like, I think I got a deal on that, and that was still $150.
So with your new one, will you play all the new hot games as well as like the games you've been posting on YouTube?
Yep.
So the Monkey Bash and all the rest of that shit, you'll get to play that?
All those are there. I think 2014 has another version of Monkey Bash.
Ooh.
But for the most part, they don't really drop games in the upgrades. They drop some if they're like really old and there's games that have like versions of the same game that have upgraded.
Right.
Because
like the new Monkey Bash, they probably won't have the old Monkey Bash kind of thing.
Yeah, stuff like that. Kind of like Photo Hunt, they upgrade all the pictures and stuff, and it's got a different interface, but it's still the same. But for the most part, a lot of times they'll just keep adding on to it. So there'll be like Monster Madness and Monster Madness 2, and they'll just keep going. And some there's a lot of games that are the exact same, like Force and Ion, but then like the Ion hardware, since it's newer, there's games that only run on that platform. A lot of the
CPU can handle it. Is it like upgraded graphics?
Yeah. Yep, upgraded chipset. Because it's a PC basically, and so there's newer chipsets, more memory, faster processor type stuff. But
so I was
there's a lot of clones.
While you were saying like in Photo Hunt, you're like, hey, you guys are probably like yelling out like you're missing. So I was totally screaming at my computer, going, "Jim, it's right fucking there! It's right fucking. Just touch it! Just touch it!"
I know. I know. It's such a good game to play with a crowd.
Yeah.
That's an easy one, but yeah, totally. It's they're a lot of fun. But I dumped the hard drive image of one of the versions of, maybe it was 2011, because I backed up my DVD, and it's Linux-based software.
Mm-hmm.
So I read it through my Linux utility, because I was really curious about. That's how I pulled some of the sounds, like the gulping beer sound effect, from Chug Monkey. But I was curious to how many photos there actually are for Photo Hunt, and there was like 3,000 or 4,000. It was just,
that's amazing. Otherwise, if it was only like 100, you'd remember them, right? So that's awesome.
Yeah, and a lot of times there's like 5 or 6 variations of the same photo. So like you may get a photo, you're like, I've seen this one before, but the differences are different.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Actually, that would be a kind of a fun little Photoshop project to be the guy who does the photo diffs.
Yeah. Who clones this or removes that? Yeah, I thought about that too. And they're small photos, so it's not like.
It'd be pretty easy, actually.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's me. I'm working on getting this transferred over to a new case. I have to add a lock and a bunch of stuff. So, but that's been a fun project. Lots of pictures for reference because holy fuck! Like even though it's a PC, there's so many of these weird for the proprietary I/O board for that controls everything, like the touchscreen controller and stuff. There's all of these little tiny mullets that plugs in running into this thing, and everything fits in a certain way to cram it all in there. So it's been a lot of taking photos and stuff and replacing fans because these things overheat real easy since it's a flat panel. I don't have any of those problems with the one that Andrew's going to end up with because it's a bigger cabinet. But,
oh, yeah. Do you think there's any way that we can get that shipped with you to Grinkers?
I don't. I wish.
Because I'm driving out there. I don't know if you fly, can you get a deal on doing freight on your flight?
Well, I literally just booked my Grinkers flight last night.
Sweet. So I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there because I'm driving back and forth to Grinkers. So I don't know if that makes any sense whatsoever. But obviously I'd pay for whatever freight charges there were, if there were any for you for bringing it along, like with the flight. But yeah, just throwing it out there. Otherwise, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm sure it'd be an extra charge. I'd be fucking paranoid as hell though, as to pack that into a bag.
Right.
I mean, it is kind of a brick.
Well, no, but it wouldn't be a bag though. You'd probably want to. It'd be like treating it like freight.
It'd be like
crate
like
kind
of
thing.
Crate
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know what that would cost.
I mean, yeah, but how else are we going to ship it? Whether it's via air or via, naval or STI or whatever.
I'm just figuring at some point I'll make a trip out to Denver.
That's
or
cool
actually,
please, goddammit.
No, we were talking about.
Or we're talking about like going out to Sean's place.
Sean's party.
Yeah, I'm not kidding about that. Like if that actually happens, and
dude, that'd be sweet.
I would love to make a road trip up to fucking Sean for his grand opening for his
we can hang out here, have a few brews,
yes,
and then head over there. Yeah.
That would be fucking awesome.
I could just drive us straight from here because that'd probably be Yep.
I would be 100% on board with that.
Sweet.
Doesn't he usually do his party? It's like Memorial Day weekend.
Well, yeah, that's to be his grand opening for his house if he actually does that. So he was at least hinting at a party for his end of the last show.
Well, he didn't have one obviously this year, and I missed it. I mean, because it's so much fun. I went to the previous two, 2015. Let's see, 16, 14, and 15, and they're a ton of fun. I am sad though about Gorf Champion, about John exiting the hobby, because that was. Did you guys see that thread about the Lost Highway? Yeah. That was. I mean, I was only out there once, but it was just it was so much fun. Like, it's a cool themed place. I don't like the layout's kind of wacky, but the theme and how he had all the knick-knack, just the theme he had going. Plus, I've wanted a skee-ball machine forever, and
holy shit!
That was the only party. That was the only party I've ever that I've been to that he had one, and he had like the exact same type I want, like the wood. The old one,
like Chuck E. Cheese,
13-footer. Yep. And while we were there, one of the sensors went out. It was just, and it ended up, it's just like a micro switch basically. And like he opened up the back, I was helping him with it, and there's like nothing to them, so they're super easy to keep running. I'm like, damn, you kind of sold me on this. Like, this is someday I would totally want to get a skee ball lane.
Because he's moving or something, right?
You've totally got room.
Right. Yeah, easy. Put it in the kitchen.
Oh my god.
Kitchen, easy.
Dude, I want to come out to your place and play.
I don't need a TV.
Make that happen.
It fits into the living room.
You don't need a bed. I mean, you could lie on that. You could sleep on it.
You have to open the door. You have to open the door to the deck so you can actually stand in front of it to roll the ball.
Oh yes.
Well, if I had it my way, when it comes to a house, I want 2 lanes. Because you can't have
you gotta have
one
2.
is,
Yeah.
You gotta have 2. You have a little competition going. I mean, it was fun when we were playing over at John's, Gorf Champs party because there was like 5 of us: Dan Reed, Fett, Steve Murky, a bunch of us, and we were just going. It'd be like 1-on-1, or it'd be like one person at a time who would get the high score, and we'd go back and forth, and there was a lot of shit talk and stuff. It was fun.
Awesome.
So do you when you're doing that, like, were you guys doing like the bank shot thing? Was that whole trick, right, with skee ball, where you bank it right before it hits the little jump, and then you roll it diagonally rather than trying to roll it straight? You guys know this trick? Carrie's got a very confused look on her face.
Yeah, no, and I'm actually pretty good. I'm actually pretty good at skee ball, and I have no idea what you're talking about.
But you can only do it on machines that have the tight net at the top, though, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Because the newer ones, they stopped it. They actually made the nets at the top are loose.
Oh,
so that when you bank it in the corner and goes up, it doesn't just go straight down into the 50.
So the reason why I know this is a thing is because, like, if you walk up to any skee ball machine, like those old wooden ball ones like Jim's talking about, if you look at them, you'll see a wear spot on the lane, I guess is what they're called. You'll see a wear spot where people will roll it up, and they bank off right before it hits the little goofy ramp thing.
Yep.
And then you can drop them right in the middle almost every single time if you hit it just right.
Yeah, you basically just have to kind of right in the corner of it.
Yeah.
And it just
aim for the worn spot.
Yeah, you look for the worn spot. Right? Yeah.
And you can throw it as hard as you want because it hits the net at the top and just goes straight right down to the 50.
So there's a trick.
I never knew.
I suck at skee ball, but there's this whole thing. Like, there's this trick. There's a bank shot.
Yep, it does. It does work.
It works. Yeah.
You get into a rhythm.
We were not. That was not in the know. We were just shooting for 100s because I think me and Fett had we had the best score. We had 360 each of us, and so that was the competition. That was the score to beat was 360. But I was trying to hit the 100s.
Right.
Even though those are tough.
The two top two, right?
Yeah. Yep. The two. Yep.
Did the original ones always have the hundreds?
Yeah, I think so.
Did they?
It was the same pattern, like with the basic things in the middle with like the 10, 20, 30, 50, and then it had the 2 100.
No.
I thought the early ones didn't have the hundreds. I thought it was just the middle ones.
It might be. I remember going to Chuck E. Cheese when I was a year.
They'd have like 10 lanes.
An early teenager, yeah, totally. Like they'd have a giant number.
They have them all at Fun Spot.
Yeah,
right. Like 20 of them at Fun Spot.
But I remember this was before they had the nets up, and I had a 3-year-old nephew, and I would hand him a ball and tell him to run up and put it in the fucking hole. And he would just he figured it out. He's like, oh yeah, he'd run up there and he'd just stuff it in the hole and then run back, and then we'd look around and no one caught us. We'd just be getting massive tickets.
It's funny that you say that though, because I don't think of skee ball as necessarily a redemption game because you never get that many tickets, but it's just fun. It's a fun game, and everyone knows it and loves it. It's not,
even with us cheating, I think we got 2 spider rings. I mean, it was not
some vampire teeth.
Yeah, some vampire teeth and a spider ring. It was awesome.
Costs like a nickel.
It's like a free toy. Yeah, whatever. You can get that on the 25-cent thing you spin at the fucking little gumball machine.
But you were so proud of this cheap little plastic toy that you would get because you earned it.
Well, it's they'd be like, I got this at Chuck E. Cheese or Showbiz Pizza because it was still Showbiz back then.
I miss the Chuck E. Cheese. I have the same set of glasses, those Guinness glasses, Andrew. I was going to use one, actually, but didn't feel right to pour a non-Guinness beer into a Guinness. Yeah.
Well, it's a proper imperial pint there for you, Joel.
Look at that.
Did they get rid of all the robot characters out of all the Chuck E. Cheese stores or places?
I haven't been to one of those in years.
No, I go. They still have them, but they're awful.
I mean, they're not like.
They all run down and shit.
Well, they're not like Showbiz. They're electronic instead of powered by the compressed air.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like they're just. It's horrible, and it's not. It's all one gigantic room. And now Chuck E. Cheese has the cards. They just switched over by me.
Oh, there's no tokens
cards.
anymore. Yeah.
No, I liked my daughter thought the card was better because she didn't have to carry around the tokens, and she's 9.
But that's awesome, though. You're like walking around with a giant pocket full of like ching, 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 ching everywhere you go. That was awesome.
Or a cup. Like
the whole
full of change.
Yeah, the change machine thing. Like when you're at the arcade, you used to hear like someone putting $1 in, they get bing, 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 bing,
ding, 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 ding.
And then every once in a while,
then you got the elite guys with a $5 bill. And
you hear a $5 going, and you hear it was like fucking like jackpot.
I remember like when we were at the roller rink,
and everyone would stop and turn and go, "Oh, who's the big roller?"
Well, that's exactly it. That's like when I was
got a rich daddy.
When I was in like late grade school, and I remember like 6th grade, we went to the roller rink, and we all have like $1 or $2 or whatever, and some kid had, hey, look, $5 a course. We're like, who the hell is this guy?
Right.
Money bags.
Nice.
Yeah. It was funny too. Like actually, the first time I ever went to One Up here in Denver.
Nice.
Yeah. See, they don't have the hundreds there.
Yeah, they don't have the 100
ball.
Yeah, that's what
they don't. You're right.
Yeah,
that's what I remember. I
did.
Showbiz. Yeah,
you're totally right.
Yeah, I thought it was only the newer ones that had the 100s on them.
I was down there for a half hour at least, maybe 45 minutes.
Actually, if you look at it, it actually tells you at the top two. If you get 450, which is perfect, I think you get 10 coupons.
Oh, nice.
So if you zoom in on the corner before the ramp, is there any worn areas on these?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Let's see.
It's usually on the left-hand side, I think.
No, it is a little bit. Look at
right there. Yeah, right there.
Yep.
It's the right-hand side, you dummies.
No. I mean, the
we can do it left or right.
Left-hand side, but yeah, but it doesn't matter because they're.
It depends what hand you are, Joel.
Yeah.
It's the American left. The American left.
Yeah.
Different side. We drive on the different side of the ski ball.
Yeah, this one here is totally worn down right there.
Way.
Yeah, and your left ball is bigger than your right ball, right?
It's house right, ski ball left.
Planetoid.
So, all right, I'm just real quick. Here's a picture of Gorfchamp's ski ball, and it looks like it maybe it's like the one model after that. Like it's not much different.
Oh, that does look a little newer, huh?
Yeah.
I love the sound it makes when you get your set of the balls roll out, all the wooden balls, and they go.
Yeah.
Oh.
There we go.
There we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, so that one's got the 100s though.
Yeah.
That's John. So yeah.
And that little doorway to the left goes into another room, right?
Yep. That's where he had his like little cabarets and stuff. Yep.
Wow.
That's
and
cool.
then there's a door like from this angle directly to your left that you can't see that opened up into it. Yeah, that opened up into like the main room.
Look at that hip fucking linoleum floor.
Yeah.
Are those tiles?
Or is that concrete? Or is that concrete with like garage?
Yeah.
They look
I don't
like
think it's concrete.
tiles.
It's so red.
Yeah.
Everything.
He had that going. Yeah. But I mean, we talk about grinkers, and I love the red lights like that. We've talked about that.
That's the perfect light. Yeah.
Yeah.
There is
we need to talk about
light
drinkers
for an
tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We said we were going to talk about drinkers.
So who here is not going?
And anybody got their
I just
flight?
booked my flight, so I'm thinking
Jim's
about
got his flight.
I booked my flight.
I haven't booked mine yet.
Everyone got a room?
I'm locked in. Got my room. I bought my room early before we got the block, and then I called them the other day and I said, "Hey, I'm coming out for the Grinkers thing," but my room rate was like $200 a night, and I spoke to them. They were like, "Oh yeah, no problem." Boom, 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 boom.
Yep.
$129 a night. Oh yeah.
You can book for next year right now, and you'll still get the room rate.
Yeah.
I still need to call to add another night. Add Sunday night.
I had to do that too. Sunday night actually is interesting. When I booked my room, I told them, I was like, well, I'm going to be here Thursday night through Sunday night because that's the plan. And she's like, oh, well, it only really extends until Saturday night. But the deal is that like Sunday night is the same price as our deal. Because Sunday night is like a shit night for hotels because everyone's going home. So you can get the same price for Sunday night if you call and make sure.
So you're leaving Monday?
Yeah, fuck yeah, leaving Monday.
Only
chumps.
I made the mistake of leaving Sunday morning. Like even if I had left any time but like my flight was like at 5:30 Sunday morning, so we were walking back to the hotel last year, completely drunk with
that was
Andrew
horrible.
and Sam, and I was lit up, and I'm like, fuck, it doesn't make any sense for me to go to sleep. I gotta leave.
And Sam's on his fucking like elbows, like crawling through a fucking weed patch.
Yeah, I am. Yeah,
covered in briar things stuck to his.
Get back
head.
into my room. I'm like, I need to find something on TV that'll keep me awake while I like pack my shit up. And I found like reruns of Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, we're going up in the elevator, and I'm because I'm just so buzzed it didn't even hit me. And Andrew's like, dude, this is the last time we're going to see each other. I'm like, oh, you're right. It was a very emotional moment.
Yeah, it was. It's a good thing it was a slow elevator.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, there were some good hugs.
Yep.
Ding.
Yeah.
Ding.
Those tongue kisses went deep.
Oh, hey, now that's too much information.
That's just too much. I need
you guys asked. Come on. All right, you didn't ask.
That's good. But I got it anyway.
I was really proud of it.
Yeah. So much for the don't ask, don't tell. They didn't ask, you still told.
Don't ask, I'll volunteer all day long.
You hear it all. So I didn't know you guys are staying Sunday and leaving Monday.
Monday's that's the day to leave, dude. Like Sunday, everyone leaves, but like Sunday, we spent all day last year at Grinkers just like playing games and relaxing.
Yeah, we were all playing games.
Steve was so fucking hungover, he didn't even show up. But the rest of us were there.
Everything's back to normal price.
Yeah, it was, but like we were too kind of not ready for drinking cheap beers anyway, so it was fine. We sipped on a few kind of thing, and it was like just take the edge off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to go. You don't want to go.
Yeah.
You don't want to go crazy and completely stop drinking entirely. I mean,
No. You want to.
That's crazy talk.
You got to keep it rolling to some degree, but yeah.
Crafty and I kept going back and forth on Space Zap again.
Space Zap, yeah.
Such a great game.
It is.
It's a great game. It's a classic example of the game that you don't need to know the rules for. You can just walk straight up to it and just play it, even if it's the first time you've ever seen it.
And then walk away sweating.
Yeah.
Oh, your forearm's killing you.
Oh, yeah.
Your forearms just ache.
Yeah, it did. It hurt.
I mean, I've heard sweat playing 720, but like Space Zap.
Space Zap is it's a 2.5 beers game, because if you have 3, yeah, you can't do it. It's your reflexes have to be so on, so you have to be that perfect balance of, nicely relaxed but still super sharp. And you go to 3 beers, that's it, you're out.
And it's so easy for like the first 5 minutes, and then it just gets brutal.
Yeah, it ramps up real fast. It's a good game.
Well, it ramps up slow at first though. It's got a real slow ramp up. It's like pretty easy. You're like, oh yeah, I'm doing pretty good. You're like, yeah, but you're nowhere near like the scores that people were posting on that thing.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you hit a point there where it's like, oh shit.
Dude, I had an immaculate Space Zap. It was pristine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't feel that bad because I sold it to John at Arcade Expo. So, at least it's up there and in a good place type of thing. But I got to admit, it's like, wow, it's one of those games where if it suddenly magically had 5 times the space that you have now, you would definitely wish you hadn't sold it type of thing, It's a good game. I did get a Medieval Madness though.
Yeah, so we heard about that last week a little bit because Steve was, tipping your hand, but let's hear about Medieval Madness. Yeah. Even though it was used.
It's dirty used.
Yeah. dirty.
It had like 50
dirty game.
Yeah, it's It's a whole 6 months old, so
You got it
it's
cheaper than I
basically-
did too.
Basically worthless. But
Don't they lose like a third of their value as soon as you open the box?
oh
Exactly.
yeah,
As soon as you drive-
soon as
He
you
drove
drive it
off
off
the
the lot.
Yeah.
He drove it
Right.
off a lot.
Uh-huh.
Someone else drove it off the lot for him.
Are you gonna put mirror blades in that, Joel?
I don't have any huge desire to do any mods to it right now. The color upgrade is probably the only thing I'll spend some money on.
Yeah.
Well, obviously you guys know I canceled my Ghostbusters Ellie, which is still a ridiculous story that's playing out over there on Pinside. Some guy was posting pictures of actual chunks of his artwork chipping off his Ellie playfield.
Yeah.
Actual, like the paint was gone type of thing. I was like, oh my god.
That really sucks, man.
But anyway, so cancelled that, got my money back, and the only
Such a
other
fucking
game,
shame.
yeah, the only other game that I had any interest in was Medieval Madness. But I thought, well, all the LEs have gone, and the chances of getting one, you're either going to pay out the ass for one of the few new inboxes that are still floating around.
And what are people
I
asking for those ones, the new inbox?
Like
remakes?
9.5.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
That.
Something around that. But I went on Pinside and just for the hell of it in the SoCal thread, put it up and said, I'm looking for a Medieval Madness LE. I'm willing to pay $8,000 for it, and let me know. And some guy PMs me like within 4 hours, and just says, it's like I was just about to list mine, and he was in Bakersfield, which is about 3 hours away from me.
Yeah.
So I said to him, I was like, well, is there anything wrong with it? Is it anything other than pristine? And he said, no, it's perfect. He said, I really look after my pins. I've had it 6 months. I want to get a Tron. It's great. I'm like, okay, well, what are the inserts like? Because that was the big deal about them. And he's like, no, they're really black. He says, I have a friend who owns a tattoo shop, and he has a Medieval Madness remake, an LE in the shop, and his inserts were really, not good at all. And he came over.
Oh, wait. So just real quick, just to interject, I want to hear the rest of the story, and I don't mean to interrupt, but I thought, Steve, you were saying that they playfields were made by someone else, and so they weren't getting the ghosting problems, and they weren't having
No, it's not that. It's the opaque black text.
Oh.
It's not the ghosting at all.
All right.
So it's just the black text on top of the inserts.
Yeah, they had a bad run of tables.
Yeah. So at the bottom of the game, just above the flippers, there are 5 castles, and these are the 5 lords that you have to kind of break through their castles, and they're white inserts and they have black text on them. So I guess at some point during the printing, the black ink that they used wasn't anywhere near opaque enough. So when those LEDs came on, you couldn't even read the text.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
it
can't
was
read the kings.
Can't read their names.
Psycho or whatever.
Yeah. But this one is perfectly fine. So I just jumped in the car and drove my ass up to Bakersfield, and took $8,000 in cash, and
and you didn't get stabbed in the neck.
Didn't get stabbed, so that was nice. Yeah.
I like you said you don't take the money with you. You go up to the guy first and make sure everything's cool.
Yeah, I hide the money in the car and lock the car. I don't walk in with money in my pocket. But he was a super nice guy.
Tip. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Super nice guy. Only had 4 pins. He had Dracula, Revenge from Mars, and Lord of the Rings, and his Medieval Madness. So I played it a little bit. I thought, yep, there wasn't a mark on it. So gave him the money. Well, actually, we put it in the car first, and then I gave him the money. Top tip. Make sure you do that. Do it that way around. And then just drove my sorry ass all the way back from Bakersfield and
hit traffic.
Set it up and had a party that night. And actually, the night before, I just moved the Star Wars cockpit in as well. So it was all a bit of a last-minute rush, but we had the party that night, and both games were a big hit, kids and adults alike. So Good deal. And to be
Awesome.
honest, if I'd have had a choice between a Ghostbusters LE and a Medieval Madness LE, it would absolutely have been Medieval Madness.
No,
I just never thought I would have gotten one. You know. So great
And you
result.
like it a little more now that you've had a chance to play it for a little while?
Oh yeah, it's a ton of fun. I love. Basically, if you hit all of the loops and the ramps, you activate all the different sort of modes for. So there's peasants, damsels, catapults. Help me out here, Steve. Joust, and what's the last one there?
The damsel.
Trolls,
damsel, and
yeah. So
what else?
So if you complete,
you stack them.
Yeah, you complete all of those, and you get them all lit on the play field, and you stack them up. And then if you start the multi-ball, then it puts every single one of those in the multi-ball. So you're playing 5 modes on top of each other, but it calls it out like a game show. So it's like, so it goes like trolls, damsels, catapult, peasants, then multi-ball. So the way they the way they've programmed the game is it's really good. The way it can adapt and put things together in the call-outs. It's a great machine. And the nice thing about it as well, it's not punishing. So if you're a very casual pinball player, you know, you're not that experienced, you can totally walk up to that machine and have a fun 5 or 10 minute game. You know, it's not going to just crush you. So it's a good game. It's a really good game.
I find it funny that sometimes I'll play it and I'll have a really awesome game and play it for a while. I'm like, oh, this game's easy. Then you play it again and just kicks your ass. It's kind of weird how.
Yeah, you can feel like you're having a really great game and then end up with a score of like 4 million, which is nothing. My best score on it so far is like 52, I think 52 mil. But I haven't gotten through all the castles yet. I think that's where you really start to build the big points.
No, I thought it was 70.
What's that? 70?
70 mil, yeah.
52, I think, is the best I've gotten so far.
You sent me a picture.
Was it? Was it 70?
Yeah, then I beat it by I was like 80. So I just
yeah. We're not gonna talk about Steve's pinball cheating.
Oh, come on.
How
do I cheat?
He plays with the glass off.
Yeah, it's because I play with the glass off and I hit stuff with my finger.
So
is that wrong?
All right. We're going to talk about Steve's pinball cheating. In that beautiful room he has in his home, which is really nicely done, he's got this very slidey carpet, right?
Well, it's not carpet, it's hardwood.
Oh, hardwood carpet.
Yeah,
so, which is even more slidey. And then he puts those nice little Teflon sliders on the bottom of his feet.
Yeah, you slide those pins all over the place.
And the tilt bob is removing from his.
Yeah.
Right. And here's the thing: you've got the castle gate, which is right in the middle of the playfield at the top. So if you hit that gate wrong, you're getting a center drain all the time.
Yep.
But every time Stevie Boy gets a center drain coming his way, he just slides that pinball machine from one side of the room to the other. I watched him do with his Spider-Man. He's like, oh, this game is so easy. I'm like, oh, you cheating motherfucker.
Hey, there's a tilt bob in there, and it's set. So.
It's not a slide bob.
Well, you're allowed to move the machine around in tournament play.
I'm pretty sure he waxes that floor as well. I miss me, motherfucker.
So Mock, like at the kids at the bowling alley when the kids play, do you have like those bumpers that go up around all the drain holes?
Nothing drains.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. There's a center post in there. He's got 2 center posts in there.
Yeah.
Just nails. He just nails into his fucking playfield.
Yeah, I heard people were doing that with the Ghostbusters pin. That they're putting center posts in that.
Center posts.
That's the stupidest.
It's too wide.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the Jenna Jameson of pinball machines.
Wow. I haven't heard that one. Too wide.
I had a buddy I used to play golf with, and he had one of these ridiculously oversized drivers, like the Big Bertha, you know, and it's just got a head like this big on it. And he pulls it out one day, and he goes, "I'd like you to meet Jenna Jameson." And he shows me this golf club. I look at him, I said, "Why'd you call it Jenna Jameson?" He goes, "Because it's got such a big sweet spot."
I can't help but think of Andrew's picture of the basketball shot.
Oh God! Oh.
What about?
You might have missed that one, Griffin.
That was last week.
What about that?
Yeah.
You see that picture? You see that picture that's going around the internet? It was like an actress, I can't remember her name, with Hillary Clinton, and they're both holding a donut, and they photoshopped it, and like the actress's donut is like it's got a little tiny hole in the middle, and then Hillary's donut's all withered and like fucking stretched.
Oh God!
So that's the first picture, and then the second picture is just Bill Clinton like this. Hey. It's fucking hilarious. Anyway, so that's what happened. That's what happened in this arcade, and
Nice.
I have a line on a Warlord's cocktail.
Hey, good. That's awesome.
Yep. So I'm just waiting for some photos on that, and we've already agreed on a price range.
Working?
Awesome.
Oh yeah, no, it's coming from a collector, so it's going to be in good shape.
Cool.
Yep.
Awesome.
Now, are you going to set that one up where you sit at it or you stand at it?
I'm going to set it up for sitting, and I'm going to put it sort of right in front of the theater seats down here. So we'll kind of, it'd be like a table. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be fun.
That's awesome.
But I'm basically broke right now. Oh, also, so I got that second Donkey Kong. Remember that I fixed up? So I have a guy in San Jose who wants it, and he is in the middle of restoring a Street Fighter II Championship Edition in a Z-back. And he's doing a full restore on that, and he even let me sort of choose the color, the T-molding color, whether I wanted competition sticks and buttons, and so he's going to completely build that out, and then he's going to drive it down from San Jose to do a 1-for-1 for this Donkey Kong.
Oh, wow. Sweet deal.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be cool too.
Yeah, and you got some good stuff going on.
Yeah.
Are you pretty good at Street Fighter?
Nope. I'm not good at anything. I'm not good at anything except for Paperboy and Adam's Family. That's it. Oh, and restoring games.
You are good at that.
The diamond plate.
That's right.
Yeah, I saw you're working on redoing your Paperboy too, right?
Yep.
Your latest Paperboy you have.
Yeah, Paperboy 2 is getting ready. Rich just finished printing the control panel for that, so I got to pull this to pieces and send out all of the handlebars and everything for chroming again.
Oh God!
All the
you being
chrome
done by the dude on Clav who's stepped up for doing chroming and powder coating.
I saw some guy posting pictures of Paperboy handlebars chromed out on Facebook. Yeah, but he wanted like 175 just to do the handlebar sides, and he wasn't even doing the. It was just the sides. It was just, I don't know why you would do that, because you have to do the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I'll be doing the whole thing, the coin door surround and the inserts, and basically I'll be doing a clone of the first one that we did before.
You gonna track down all the people to sign those plaques again?
No. I don't need to track them down. I know them now.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But no. I mean, I've got to sort of respect. I got to respect what I did with the first one, and
that was a total one-off, right?
Yeah, and again, John from Arcade Expo bought that machine, so I'm not going to kind of shit on him by making an exact replica
or devalue it or something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not cool. So I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I have all the side art. I have all of the CPO has been done, all that stuff. So it's just a matter of refinishing all the vinyl, all the black vinyl, and it's really not going to be that big of a job on this one, to be honest. It's in pretty good shape.
Awesome.
Yep.
What's Andrew doing? Are you cleaning house?
I know, right?
He's going for a walk.
Are you taking us? Taking us?
Thought it was muted. Sorry.
No.
I just hear a lot of racket.
Well, I wanted to hear the rest of the story, so I went inside to get another piece of pizza.
Nice.
Sorry if I interrupted. I thought it was
right.
muted.
Okay.
Well,
Wasn't that
Andrew,
bad.
Andrew, I will tell you. So, I've had a pretty big arcade weekend last handful of days. But so one of the things that happened was on whatever it was for Sunday. I got Time Soldiers working, and you're right. That's a sucky ass game.
Oh, man.
It's like
Not that bad.
good news. You want one? It's gonna be right. It is gonna be it's gonna be the first game because I need to make room. So it's the first game I'm going to sell.
It's not a good game.
It's not a good game unless you're interested in buying one here up in the San Francisco Bay Area. It's a great
It's
game.
a rare and valuable game.
Yeah,
It
after
is
that
a rare and
review,
valuable game. That's true.
You can learn about history in that
yeah.
game, about time travel.
Yeah.
Don't you remember when like the dinosaurs had like lasers on their back and stuff?
I know it makes no sense whatsoever. Yeah, no, it's bad, and because I really would like some sort of shoot 'em up in my arcade, but that's not it. I will say that is a bad, and I have to say when I played it, so I finally get the thing going, and I'm like yes, and then I'm like oh. I don't think I've actually played a full game yet because I get so bored while playing it. My wrist starts to hurt from turning that fucking rotary joystick.
oh, you
that I'm like,
miserable old woman! Oh,
I have to save my wrists for other things, like gyrus.
Hey now.
needlepoint.
Gyrus.
So if you hate that so
Wagging
much, you
your
probably
finger
wouldn't
at- Wagging your
probably
finger
like
at
Heavy
kids
Barrel.
to tell them to get off your lawn.
No, wait. Heavy Barrel is so much better than Time Soldiers. I mean,
I agree, but I don't.
any other.
Yeah,
But if you don't like twisting that control and playing that, I don't know if you'd like it.
Heavy Barrel is my pet name for my wang.
Ba-dum-bum.
That can be. And at some point, maybe we can have some trivia version of the arcade hangout trivia, and that can be one of the questions. So, Brad, maybe you can note that one down. Oh, Brad's walked away.
I'm here.
He's
you are there.
disgusted.
Oh, sure enough. Sorry, I remember you had left at one point, but you are back. So yes, if we ever have the a trivia game, then Heavy Barrel. We should remember this. This is Joel's nickname. I think this probably has many. It's exactly. I think there's probably many nicknames.
Two names. Yeah.
Well, we heard him unloading his Heavy Barrel one.
Just call me.
Yes, we did.
It's okay. You guys can call me Heavy Barrel. That's fine.
Yeah. if the game
I am updating your badge name for drinkers right now.
Yeah.
If you actually, every time one of you shouts at the cross grinkers, I will give you $1.
Sounds like a good porn
That's a
name.
free
Which
beer.
Which is a free beer.
right, it does.
That's a lot of beer right there.
As soon as I finish one, I'm just Heavy Barrel.
Yeah.
Wait for it to be filled.
Sorry, derailed again.
That's what it's all about. So one of the things I liked about Forbidden Worlds,
Oh no.
so I'm like, okay, what's
our name.
like it totally is. So if I'm to look for a good shoot 'em up, I mean, granted, I have to, it has to be the right price. I want a cheap game. but I'm like, so what's a good one? Because I can't say that I've had a ton of experience, but I used to love coming home from work and just shooting the shit out of stuff, and when I had Forgotten Worlds at the house. So I missed that, but so one of the things I liked about it is it was, it had great music. It was varied, but there were things where you could actually improve, and a certain amount of some predictability, but not complete predictability. I kind of liked the ability to go shopping because I'm a girl. But I loved that little store where you could try out different weapons. So I'm a girl. I do like to shop.
For weapons.
So yeah, and health spells and things like that. That was
armor.
I liked that. Yes, exactly. The upgrade.
And a newspaper.
The newspapers.
It was.
It was great because you only had to buy that once, and you had to buy it again.
Potion. Yeah.
Yeah. So what suggestions? So you guys who are familiar with these, what should I keep my eye out for when I'm trolling Craigslist?
Well, shit,
My
the only
favorite-
game I can think of that has a shop is
Defender.
I mean, Willow has a shop, the same idea.
But is it a good?
World.
But is it a good game? I mean, I looked at it once because there's actually Willow
Willow's
around
fun.
here. Is
Yeah.
it? There's actually a
It's-
Willow
it's
for sale
fun.
around here, but it's not super cheap.
I didn't know Willow was a
You need to
shoot 'em
get
up.
it cheap. No, it's not. It's a platformer, really, more.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking for.
Black
I would.
Tiger.
It seems like a lot of the ones you're talking about, Carrie, they a lot of times they're designed to be almost like co-op, like two players at once.
Well, let every shoot 'em up it.
What
Yeah,
about
I mean,
what about UN Squadron? That's sort of
UN
similar.
Squadron is a great game. Actually, that's
That's
sort
sort of like
too.
that's sort of like it has the Zenny coins. It
Oh,
has
nice.
stop.
Capcom, yeah, and
Yep.
Capcom has good music
Yep.
to their games frequently.
Capcom is good stuff.
It's very
Actually-
similar to Forgotten Worlds in a way.
And
little
UN
bit.
Squadron was one of my other one-credit finish games.
is
Yeah.
that another side-scrolling shoot 'em
Yep.
up?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's beatable.
Totally
on a quarter
beatable.
if you're good at it. Yeah. Yeah, like Forgotten Worlds, you can kind of memorize where the enemies are going to start coming from, and kind of get your aim ready, and
Exactly.
use your
yeah.
gun to block some of the stuff. I don't know. It is something you can get good at, and you could probably beat it on a quarter eventually if you keep playing it.
Yeah,
So,
I figured
like Andrew does.
if another one shows up, I'm totally at a reasonable price. I'll snag it. But yeah, I'm like, okay, what other ones should I kind of keep an eye out for? So
UN Squadrons,
Squadron.
those have been going for more money too. Those
Lately?
have gone up. Yeah, that's like a $200 board now.
Maybe a lot of people
I've
remember it
always
from
been
the
more
Super
of a
Nintendo
vertical
days.
scrolling shoot 'em
Yeah,
up.
see, it's totally the
Raiden
consoles.
Yeah. Yeah, it was popular on the Super Nintendo because it was like kind of a launch title, so people remember it and they're like, "Oh, I'll get the arcade version."
Yeah,
So-
and the arcade is so much. It's awesome. I mean, that's a great game. Total ton of fun.
Okay.
I'm a fan of all the Raiden games. I like the vertical shooters. My favorite's Raiden Fighters. And they have
Actually,
three of those, but
I wish Crafty were here. He's like totally like huge into shmups.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean-
that's huge in Japan. Like Ikaruga, Mars Matrix, like these ones where they're like crazy shit's going on
In
on
the
screen.
Hunt.
Like,
And the hunt.
I sold him that. Crafty that.
I like
sorry,
In the Hunt.
Joel, we stopped talking about pinball, so you can leave now.
I know, right?
Yeah, he's like
Joel-
boring. If he
Joel and
had-
I will start our own podcast.
Yeah.
Pins
Well,
and not arcades.
We're going over
Names and
to
pins.
we got Maine. Ooh, yeah, diamond plate Maine. We're going over to
Pins and Maine.
going over to Jiao's house on Saturday night to try and rescue him because it seems like about 50% of his games are down, and
Oh
Right?
God!
Yeah.
Oh no.
yeah,
So you're gonna
Poor boy.
volunteer some labor?
yeah, we're gonna go in and we're gonna send in a crack team and get it taken care of. The guy only owns a flat-headed screwdriver and a hammer, so we're gonna go there.
He can pay
And,
you in booze, I guess.
yeah, he's got plenty of booze. He's
got a
good
great
booze.
beer collection in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good booze. So it's me, Keith, and Steve. We're gonna roll on over there and try and get it. He's got Robotron down, Zookeeper down, 720.
Food fight.
Food Fight's down. Yeah, so
He has a lot of the equipment to like replace it. He just doesn't have the equipment the tools.
The
I
mental
guess, right?
equipment.
I don't either. I asked Keith, I go, should I really go? Because I'm still new at this. And he's like, oh yeah, we're gonna teach you a bunch of shit. You're coming.
Yeah, man, get your head. Yeah, you get your head in there.
So I'm like, okay, cool.
Show you how to do it. Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Gak should go too. You can learn how to do a cap kit.
Oh.
Ouch! He's not there. Damn.
Let's text it to him.
The man builds. The man builds like
that.
Giant LED things for amazing companies and all kinds of shit.
I did a lot of
a cap kit.
Yeah. If I did a lot of soldering, I would totally get one of those solder sucker guns. Those things are awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say, I love mine.
Are they expensive? Like.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, they are.
$100.
Which is why I'm happy with my Radio Shack.
You get yourself a Hako FR 300. That's what I've got. It's one of the best things I own. Holy crap! Does that make jobs easy? I did it
so well.
I did a Sanyo 20 easy in 25 minutes.
So you don't have to keep putting down your solder and then going to your solder sucker and getting that ready and locked and ready. And
dude, you just put that thing on the solder and hit the trigger, and it just pulls all the solder clean off it. Boom, it's gone. Yeah, it's so good.
You run a little lap around the leg, and it's like, and it's gone.
Yep.
I have to say, I decided to get it when I was working on my iRobot board because it made me so nervous because I didn't want to fuck up that board, and I just felt like it was less likely that I was going to make things too hot and fuck up my board if I had the desoldering gun. I did not get the Hako. I did get one that's less expensive, but still expensive. And it's like I forgot I don't know how you pronounce it. Somebody else will know how to say it. AOE, something like that. Like, it's good, and it got good reviews, and it's been good. I will say there was a problem with the heating element, but they actually sent me a replacement, and they offered to replace it. So
nice.
How much was that one?
It was I think like about $80 cheaper than the Hako. I think it was like $159 or $170 or something. It was under $200. And I got it off of Amazon.
How much is Joel's? Is that $200, $300?
Yeah,
what?
about somewhere between $250 and $300, depending on where you buy it. But seriously, dude, I mean, it's
worth a sucker is worth every penny.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where you.
Special.
It's one of those things where you drop the money on it. It's painful to do it, but then that's it. You have
you love it once you have
it. You're gonna love using it every single time.
You could also, if you're worried about money, I have an 808 and knew they were $175, but they're completely rebuildable. So if you can find a used one, you can actually get parts for them and rebuild them. They're not that hard to fix.
Yeah, you can rebuild the entire motor for them.
Yeah.
Steve's got loads of money. He just spent $8,000 on a pinball machine.
So did you.
Yeah, exactly.
And now we're broke, aren't we?
That's why they have no more money.
That's why I got their money.
I'm saving for the color upgrade right now.
Yeah.
And grinkers. So.
No, but if you actually like pull something with like big pads, like if you're pulling flybacks which have a ton of solder on them, you just can't. The solder suckers, like what John used to use, the solder pullets and all that shit.
Yeah.
You can't use those. They just and the old the turkey baster things from Radio Shack, right? I mean, I used one of those for a long time, and it did fine for small components, but like for doing flybacks and anything that has flybacks or hots or anything with a lot of solder on it. Mm-hmm. Fuck, man, a solder
it's a pain
sucker.
in the ass to keep locking down the sucker.
You have to do like several pulls, but like Carrie said, it's a really good point. Is that like you want to apply just enough heat to get the component off the board. You don't want to apply too much heat because then you lift traces and lift pads and have all kinds of other problems. And the great thing about the solder suckers is like you go in there with like great heat, you're fast and you're out of it. Mm-hmm. And you can pull a fucking flyback in like 30 seconds.
Yep. Yeah.
It was one of the very first tools I ever bought because I just borrowed somebody else's because I was trying to get a flyback off a G07. I was doing it with a solder pullet, and my friend was like, "Oh, here, just use my 808, my Hako." And I used it. I was like, "Okay, fuck, I'm buying one," and I literally on the way home.
Seriously.
Yeah.
On your way home, you bought one. Like, where did you go get one at? A Radio Shack?
No, Fry's Electronics. Fry's used to carry them.
Fry's has them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Their inventory has been real weak lately. I'm wondering how long they're going to stay in business, too. Like
I
you
miss
go down
fries.
there, aisles are just empty, and I think the internet's just killing them.
I can't justify spending that kind of money. Like you look at every other fucking tool out there, that's like the most expensive tool you're ever gonna buy.
It's worth the most.
It is, but
That's
like you can rebuild it. You change the filters. You can change the tips. I mean, it's such a great tool.
Yeah, it does good. job. Anyway, you sexy bastards, I'm out of here.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
I'm going.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, I'm taking my heavy barrel and my planetoids, and I'm gonna do some manual pump.
And your non-sliding pins. Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out of here.
What did you say? You had planetoids?
Planet hemorrhoids.
I got one heavy barrel and some planetoids around my anus. Uranus. My anus?
Uranus.
No, Uranus. Oh,
No.
wait. No.
Really?
No. No.
He doesn't get it. Get it?
Get it?
He doesn't get it.
All right.
All right.
I'll see you guys soon.
All right. Bye, Joel.
See you Saturday.
All right. See ya. Bye.
See ya.
Toodaloo.
Yeah.
So I got some machines that I wasn't on last week, and last week I picked up some vids. Friend of mine that basically was getting rid of everything he had. He was wanting to do a big bulk buy like a year ago, and he wanted some crazy numbers. And then just out of the blue, a few weeks ago, he just like, you can have it all for fairly cheap. So I went over there and got it. I got two. Nothing. A couple of the machines are working, but they have issues, and the rest of the machines are all complete, but they're not working. So I got two Spy Hunters, two Asteroids Deluxe, an APB. He gave me a couple monitors. Gave me a completely rebuilt and working Sanyo EC20, and then a few other monitors and some boards and stuff like that. So I did a haul, and I know you guys saw the pictures of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a big haul.
I forgot, the APB, does it have is it the one with the seat? Or the
It does not.
regular?
It's supposed to have the seat. He didn't have the seat.
Okay.
Yeah, but I have another friend that has been trying to get me his APB, so I don't know if I still might get a second one and just turn this one around to somebody else.
Well,
So
if you have one to go off of, you can probably get one fabricated.
That's the other thing too. Yeah,
They're real simple.
They're pretty simple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a bench.
Kind of a few steel tubes.
Yeah.
Did all the APBs, did they all, when they were released, all have a bench and just eventually they removed them? Or what?
I think so.
I'm thinking so. Yeah, because it just sticks out kind of in the
It
hallway.
sticks out, yeah. So
Yeah.
people are like, oh, this is too big. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know if I mentioned it on air or not a few weeks ago. I can't remember if it was on air or off air, but the Seattle guys are doing a big container shipment purchase of pins.
Oh, yeah. I remember
from
talking about
Italy. So we've got our name and deposit down for 2 pins. So we're getting a Doctor Who.
Nice.
That's
And
fun.
another one that a lot of people haven't played, but I played it once a long time ago in Laughlin, Nevada, and I just loved it for some reason. It's a Stern High Roller Casino.
Nice.
And they're hard to find because there's only like 1,100 or 1,000 of them made. So and they're pretty cheap too. So I was like, well, it's a newer Stern, why not go for it? And then a couple days ago, I was able to pick up the PCB that matches my marquee.
Hey!
Yay!
So
Yay, congratulations!
I got a Pandora's Palace PCB coming my way, and my apologies to Mike Mano Man. He's apparently been looking one for 3 years. And I told him I had found one, and he was like, "No, damn it!"
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I know Greg from Arcade Impossible has been looking for one too. But
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
so I got it
it
from Jen May, I think is her name, on Facebook. She's not on Clav, but for those of you that don't know her, and if you're on Facebook, I know. Well, see, Bart's
Yeah,
not
she's
here
known
tonight,
for her selfies.
Right.
But holy fuck, does she pick up shit? Like she just goes to warehouses and warehouses and warehouses and just hauls so much shit back. It's insane.
Yep.
So yeah, she just posted like the other night. It was like fairly late here. It was like 11:30 Pacific, like PM.
Yeah, she gets stuff on a weekly basis and pulls selfies of it all the time.
Daily basis now.
Yep. She drives like thousands and thousands of miles. I don't understand. What kind of job does she have in real life?
I think this is what she does now.
Wow.
I don't know how you can make money off that, but I guess she is.
What's her name?
Jen May.
Jen May.
She's in like every single.
She started her. Yeah, she used to just be on. She used to just be on like the Worldwide Collectors Facebook group, but she was getting so many people because she was picking up so much shit and taking all these photos that she started her own group, and she literally had like 200 people within a half an hour or something like that.
Wow.
In their group, yeah.
She's known for her selfies. She gets on top of her arcade games and takes.
Is that her?
Yep.
Is that her?
Yes.
That's her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her avatar.
She was on that one of those TNT Todd Tucky's
She was
videos.
with Todd, Turkey Todd.
Well,
she picked up some games from him in one of his videos or something.
That means nothing. I was in fucking one of Todd's videos too.
Yeah. That's why I recognize her from.
You're famous too.
But yeah, no, she like. I mean, for those who are interested in, I mean, obviously most stuff you'd have to ship, but she picks up a lot of stuff. It's insane how much stuff she picks up. Yeah.
Where does she live at?
Northern Florida, I think.
Oh, Florida. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Florida.
I didn't see her at CAX.
But and she crates stuff, and she apparently gets stuff shipped really cheap too. So. And like when I bought, I think it was a Sunday. I think I bought the PCB, and it's shipped like Monday. She had it.
Yeah, I can't believe you got that.
Yeah.
So were you the first one to respond to her selling it, or what?
Yeah, she actually. I think she knew people were looking for it.
Yeah.
So she put up make offers.
Nice.
Which she doesn't. Well, I guess sometimes she does that. And so I just said, hey, I got the marquee off you. I'd like to have the PCB to go along with the marquee. And so she said, PM me an offer. So I PM'd her an offer, and she took it.
$200.
Sweet.
No, fuck, half that.
Damn, you got a real good deal. I would have paid $200 for it.
150.
No, I seriously, I'd pay $250 for that. That board is almost.
Exactly.
No, I paid $100 for it. It was half that. I paid $100 for it.
What you paid?
75? Oh my god.
Is that Canadian?
So she's made this like a business, sort of like Todd, where she'll get machines, fix them up, sell them, and that's what she does.
She has a huge list already of people that want to buy games from her. And so she'll have like all these pictures she'll put up, and people say, oh, how much for this? She's like, oh, that's already sold. That's already sold.
She doesn't even fix them up. She just buys them and sells them.
No,
as projects. Okay.
No, she restores stuff. She's restoring them as Pac-Man right now. She just put pictures up tonight.
Who's the other man I'm thinking of? He's like DJ something or other.
Huh?
DNS maybe DJ DNS. I think he's on
Oh,
Guilty.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
It seems like he's like constantly buying a bunch of games and putting them up for sale and trades and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she does restore some, and she does keep some.
Yeah,
she has a pretty nice collection of games.
Sells them, yeah.
But yeah, like I think I was telling beforehand, like I said I was looking for a Space App upright because she had a Space App Mini she just found, and she just messaged me and says, "Well, I'll have 3 of them soon, so you'll be on the list." So I'm like, okay.
Wow.
3 of those boards?
No, 3 full upright games.
Oh,
crazy.
Space Apps, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so she's a pretty good contact if you use Facebook to go add yourself to her group and.
Chris isn't here.
Yeah.
No.
Damn it.
The Crafty's here. You can talk about those shooters.
Yeah. I sent a text to Crafty saying, "Get in here. We're talking about fucking shmups."
Yeah.
You got a better deal on your Pandora's pellets than I was gonna get from. I was gonna buy a Frogger control panel, populated from her, and she wouldn't budge on price. I'm like, well, I don't want it then. It's too common. Why do I want to pay that much money for such a common thing? You know, they made like 50,000 Froggers.
Well, that's why the only things I've bought off her so far are rare stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And stuff that not everybody might want. So
definitely gets
brought up
with her fine.
He's there, Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you hear my question that I was asking? I was looking for recommendations. Oh.
Well, I've heard it's something shmup related.
Yeah.
That was like
Yes.
an hour ago.
So I'm
Where were you?
I'm pining for a forgotten world. I'm mourning its loss. I'm missing it, and so I'm trying to get.
I'll sell it back to you. No, I'm kidding.
You're funny. Meet you in Wyoming.
You better ship that fucker.
I'll never make it that far.
That's all right. Don't make me come to Denver.
Shipping that.
Gary, I thought you really were looking for a nibbler with music.
Nice.
At-home tech.
Yeah. I'll tell you exactly.
I so wanted to post just like quit being trolled, Crafty, because like that guy is just a fucking troll.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He told me I started it too.
What a dick. I mean, like, seriously, like...
What was he complaining about? He said something about music.
Oh, Nibbler has music.
Oh yeah, a certain board has music, and Crafty says that there's not music there.
It's a story, but basically everyone who knows anything and has any depth of technical knowledge knows that the game was never intended to have music.
And even when people that worked on the board chimed in the same thread and said no, there was never music in that game.
Guy who designed the fucking game.
Because I was talking to Tim McVeigh, from the world record, or was the world record, I can't remember from the movie, but
Man vs. Snake. Yeah.
Man vs. Snake. I was chatting with him because I want him to test my board out when it's ready, and he was excited about doing that, and he said, well, because he read that thread and then PM'd me and said, I'm gonna shoot an email to John, who was one of the programmers, one of the two guys that wrote the game for Arcola. And John wrote back and said, yeah, absolutely not, no way, no music ever. We didn't have music.
End of story, done.
End of story. And that guy wouldn't believe that either. Like,
wow.
I'm going to believe 30-year-old schematics instead of,
And he just keeps going off and off and off. Meanwhile, you just want to talk about your project that you're working on.
I don't know how we got off on this, but I just want to talk. Yeah, I want to just talk about the project and everything. But he's one of those guys, and that's what everybody warned me through PM. Tim McVeigh told me, other people told me. It's like this guy's he won't give up. He's one of those people who is not going to stop arguing with you about this.
Yeah, he's always right.
You could even say he's right, and he'd probably like, no, but you know what?
Maybe you are right.
It's seriously, that fucking argument was over like 2 pages, Pat.
So
and he still was like fucking talking about it.
He sent me a PM and said, oh yeah, sorry for derailing your thread, but you started it.
Oh, brother, fuck off.
You gotta love an apology with an attack.
Yeah. So I didn't respond to him because I'm like, I don't care. I mean, really, I don't care.
My mom told me to say sorry to you, but I'm right.
I mean, my perspective on it is...
thanks for being wrong.
I'll support any of the main ROM sets, and there's 5. Believe it or not, there's 3 different revisions of the game, and then there's an Olympia co-brand, which is one of the existing versions. They just made it copyright Olympia, whoever they were. I don't even know who they were. Some off-brand game manufacturer or licensee. And then there's the shitty version that had music in it because the Pioneer Balloon chip was still on the board when somebody dumped it for for MAME. So those are the 5 sets, and my thing is I'll support all 5 of those. Those are the MAME sets. You want to play shitty. Like I said, Pioneer Balloon has 2 channels of music. It takes 2 ROMs to make the full music of Pioneer Balloon. Only a half channel, only one channel out of 2 is in that MAME dump because the other has Nibbler sound effects in it. So you're not even getting the real theme. You're getting like half of the themes you're supposed to hear from Pioneer Balloon. And it's broken, and it's just a pile of shit. So
it only plays for like 13 boards or whatever.
Yeah, so if you want your shitty, crappy music, you can have it. But the rest of us, won't do that. Because we're not retarded.
I love that Tim McVeigh.
So we just get the 16.
Yeah.
Thank God for that.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, remember that you're not retarded.
Yes.
I like that Tim is all about eyes though too.
Yeah. He was
I
like,
tried-
you gotta make eyes work on there. You gotta make eyes work on there. I'm like, I wish I could. It's just the hardware is completely different.
He totally ignored everything that I said in that thread. Like first, I'm like, "So are you good at eyes, Tim?" He never responds. I mean, granted, I looked at his profile, and he's only posted like maybe
he told me
100 posts.
He's like, I don't really hang out on Clav at all because he just doesn't. So he told me that. So that's probably why he didn't respond, because he was pretty much just
and then
the other guy.
Yeah, then I'm like, hey, dude, how about you come out to Grinkers, you go for the world record on Nibbler, so you go for 50 hours or whatever. I'll come in 3 hours 50. Before you're done and get the world record on ice.
Yeah.
So you play for 47 hours, then I'll play
like
3 hours of eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, did Mike posted the Nibbler music? Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Oh. It should be the music.
You're playing the skin flute. Oh, okay.
That's
That's
awesome.
about how good it is.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah,
So Crafty, when you're done making these boards, is it gonna be like you gonna have like prototypes, or are you gonna put it out, or how's it gonna work?
What's that? No, you broke up on me there.
Oh, when you're done with making your Rockola board, multi-board, are you gonna have like prototypes, or is it gonna be ready to go and you're just gonna put it out there?
There's probably gonna be a few prototypes because I want to send one to Tim. I want to send one to a couple other people I've talked to, who are big Nibbler players, and
really put it through the testing.
And Sean Fetish Boy, because I have his fantasy and his Nibbler board. No, his fantasy and his Pioneer Balloon board that I fixed for him. So he's going to test it out too. And then I'll have the production boards, which I'll start sending out. So yeah, I've been trying to get.
Wait, are you gonna send your new best buddy Dwayne a copy too?
Yeah, I talked to him about it. Maybe, who knows? Yeah. Although he says he doesn't play Nibbler. I'm like, do you ever play? Do you just play? He's like, no. I only play it when I'm trying to set a record.
When it matters.
Yeah, he's like that game. I would not play that game for fun.
Yeah, and then the first hour or two.
Finally get to Warp.
Yeah, I unpacked your Warp boards just last night.
When did I send those out? I can't even remember. Was it
3 months ago or something?
It was a few months ago.
It doesn't matter because I'm not planning on getting to that project anytime soon. So.
But I'm moving into the basement office, my new office, and I was like, I can't drag this huge box down there. I better unpack these boards. So I did. And one of them looks pretty nice and clean, and one of them.
That's the one that Kozak Warrior probably put through the.
Oh, he probably
the dishwasher.
That's the one that actually boots to garbage, whereas the other two are one's missing a chip or something, and
one's missing a bunch of little prom chips.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's next on my agenda.
That's gonna be awesome when it's done, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, right now I'm at the stage of, I don't know if anybody's ever messed around with different PCB layout software, but each package has its own unique way of just like wanting to make you kill yourself.
Okay.
And anybody who's worked with them, you get used to one and then you try to move to a different package and it just makes you want to kill yourself. So that's where I'm at right now, is trying to
trying to kill yourself.
The rule.
Don't do it, Aaron. Don't.
Yeah. Stay away from high buildings and.
Yeah.
At least fix my board first.
But yeah, so the struggle is real. I'm fighting that, but it's getting together. So hopefully soon things are going to be moving along there. Yeah. But shmups.
Yeah.
So shmup. So okay, you like Forgotten Worlds. So that's kind of more like horizontally scrolling, multi-directional,
and vertical.
And she likes stores where you can buy upgrades.
I do. I like stores. I like to go shopping.
Okay. Well, if you like stores
and good music, It needs to have good
if you
music.
like stores and good music, then I think Andrew would agree with this one. UN Squadron is a great.
Yeah, UN Squadron
That
is
was my suggestion.
Horizontal scrolling shmup with stores.
With
Yep.
stores, sweet.
Another one is Carrier Air Wing, which is basically like the same game but redone again. It was an unofficial sequel. That's
Okay.
Capcom. But UN Squadron. That's a great Capcom one with stores.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, well, every time you finish a level, you get a score. You get a store.
You get a little
You
store.
buy-
Yeah.
Shopping.
And there's a little old guy in it, or one of
Yeah,
Selling you
they're
shit.
very Japanimation kind of like looking characters.
Very anime looking.
little
Yeah.
shopkeeper who for some reason has like sidewinders in the back of his little office.
Yeah.
He does.
So
yeah.
are you a human, or are you a
Yeah.
You are one of 3 humans. You can play 3 different planes.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
nice.
planes have different attributes.
And they have different attributes, much like the
Yeah.
Player 1 versus Player 2 on Forgotten Worlds.
Yeah, it's based on a Japanese anime called Area 88.
Area 88, yep.
Yep.
And I don't know anything about the anime, but apparently it has these 3 characters in it. So,
And actually, it's the
orgasm.
but it's
and actually it's the same cabinet too.
oh, is it? Yeah, same cabinet as Forgotten Worlds. It was a kit, right? UN Squadron.
It's a kit game, but like you can still get it from Capcom, same as Forgotten Worlds, in a dedicated cabinet like this one.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool.
So I like that there's certain stages where you'll do a pass and then your ship will like turn around. And then
Yeah.
you do another pass.
Right. Yeah,
Come
the
back
second stage and then the last stage do that.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I like that part. Let's see what else is good.
And actually, the last stage you start from I think from left to right, and then you turn around once. You go over the top of this big ship on the first pass, and then you turn around and you go on the bottom of the ship, and then as you turn around one more time, you go inside the ship to finally kill it for the last time.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
for the last level. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You're flying around this big airship the whole time. It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
But that's a good one. And then
Okay.
I mean, do you like or more like spacey type shooting?
I do tend towards space type things. Yes, I mean
Spacey
like
type. So you
yeah, like most of my collection that has to do with like space shooters. So
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, like Life Force and Gradius both have that same kind of thing where
Yeah.
you upgrade your ship. I mean, it's a little bit like shopping.
R-Type. R-Type.
And R-Type.
I mean,
similarly.
it doesn't have to involve shopping, but that was
Well,
just
no, but it's the
I
same
like
thing where you upgrade your ship based on like what you pick up, and you can choose
Right,
what
yeah.
you buy as
I'm
you
trying
play.
to think of stuff that's
And
not.
Gradius and Life Force both have that same concept.
Okay.
And
Well, unfortunately, like R-Type and Gradius are they can be pretty pricey for PCB.
They are now, yeah. And Life Force can be pricey too.
In Life Force, yeah, it's pretty rare.
I have R-Type 2 side art.
Oh, sweet. You can be like that one kid that he redid his cabinet as R-Type 2. It was a Nintendo. It was a Nintendo R-Type, and he said, "I'm gonna put R-Type 2 artwork on it." So he destroyed like this.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And then he's like,
Well, R-Type 2
"I'm
is
gonna convert it back." And like,
And it was fucking beautiful R-Type
Yeah.
original artwork on it that you
I'm gonna
destroyed.
destroy 2 sets of artwork.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
R-Type
That's
2 is just
painful.
a kit, though. That's the thing. Yeah.
That's why we can't have nice
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
and he'll never be on this show.
Yeah.
Unless he has purple wiring. Did you guys see in the Rinkers thread where Don was like, "Yeah, you're not invited."
Yeah.
John said not invited. Yes, I laughed my ass off to that.
That was funny.
For space shooters, of course, anything in the Raiden series is,
Yeah, we were-
is good. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
Jimbo was
flat.
talking about that.
Raiden 2.
Raiden Fighters is my favorite because that's like
Raiden
that's
Fighters
like Raiden. It's like Raiden on steroids.
Yeah, Raiden Fighters Jet is probably my favorite of the whole series.
I had that board for for a short time, and then I just I got that early on in this hobby, like 2005, I think. And I was gonna throw it into a cabinet, and then I didn't like time just passed, and so I ended up selling it again, and I kind of regret it. But you can find those boards.
Yeah, they're not too bad.
Okay. That sounds promising.
And then there's a lot of like little weird Japanese cute 'em up kind of shit.
Yeah, well, I really like Ikaruga. And Mars Matrix is fucking awesome too.
Yeah, but I was thinking more like Gunbird.
I see.
That's kind of a Japanese kind of cutesy kind of. I don't even understand it because I have the Japanese version, but I don't even want to because I'm pretty sure it would make me feel.
Neo Geo has a bunch too. Sonic Wings, Aero Fighters 2, 3, or whatever.
I don't like the Neo Geo vertical ones because it's a horizontal format, scrolling vertically.
Right.
I
got you. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Me. But there are some good horizontal ones. The problem with the Neo Geo is those carts are pretty much a fortune. Unless you get like a multi-cart, and then you can, but then you have to buy a Neo Geo too.
Yeah, and I wasn't really looking to do that.
Yeah.
I want
one. Yeah, if you have the type of space you have, Carrie, I mean, I would just keep buying cabinets myself.
Yeah, fuck you.
Do you have like a JAMA cab or something? You're looking to throw a board in?
Yeah, much? Mortal Kombat 2 is our JAMA, right?
Yeah, that is.
Horizontal JAMA.
Horizontal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You could do that.
One of these days, Carrie, are we going to see cabinets behind you?
I've already moved another one into my living room, so.
Instead of backpacks and curio cabinets full of booze.
I know. So I now have. I will say I have 5 cabinets in my living room. So because I moved in, I moved Clacks in. So it's hanging. I put black vinyl on that poor, hideously white painted. It was awful. So it now has black. It has a black vinyl, and then it has this Disco Fabulous chrome tea molding on it. So yeah, Clacks is now in the house. Clacks is in the house because I had to get out of the house. I just ran out of fucking room. So yeah, I have the two cabarets, my 2 iRobot and Defender, and then I have my cocktail. Yeah, all in the living room.
I would say with shmups. There's some other good forums out there, but the people that are really hardcore into them is probably like it's a weird subculture that can get pretty deep.
Yeah, where they play like the hardest of the hard difficulty games, and yeah,
and it's all about
there's a book. Isn't there a book on what's it called about
Bullet Hell?
Yeah, Bullet Hell is the hardcore shmuppers like to play Bullet Hell games. Where it's just so many bullets that it's just impossible to keep track of. Cave is a manufacturer that makes some of the best bullet hell shooters in the past, and the boards are like $500. They're crazy.
I had Ikaruga on Dreamcast.
Yeah, that's a bullet hell game, but at least you could absorb the bullets. That's what was cool about it.
Yeah, colors, black and white. Like
yeah.
If you would flip, so like your ship, Carrie. There'd be enemies like shooting stuff at you, and they'd either be like black bullets or they'd be like white bullets, right? And your ship would be a color, and if you hit a button, whatever color you were, you could absorb those bullets. And so you could hit a button to flip, and then all of a sudden you can absorb white bullets. So there's a strategy to it too.
Yeah.
You were avoiding things, but you can also absorb things. It's really cool.
And the environments were not just like a scrolling Starfield. Like you actually had like almost like little puzzle kind of where you had to navigate a certain way, and there were like walls coming in and out and stuff. It's different than just like throwing a million projectiles at you and see.
Yeah, and if I'm correct, Jim, it wasn't the game like all in Japanese too. There was no English.
Yeah, so like Dreamcast was awesome because you could actually burn imports and they would just play. You didn't have to mod the system at all. And so people would throw those images. You could find them online. Like I used to use, what was it, like OCZ? Was where you would trade images with like Xbox and Dreamcast games and stuff. Anyways, my buddy at Funkoland, John, my filmmaking buddy, he would burn me Ikaruga, like Capcom SNK2, like all of these different imports, and they would play. They just, I mean, it would be in Japanese text, but it would play just fine. It was pretty cool. You didn't have to mod the system.
Yeah, I have.
You guys... go ahead, Mark.
I was going to say I have a Dreamcast emulator on the cabinet, so it actually plays
on your main cabinet.
Yeah, it's a Dreamcast emulator, and I have Ikaruga on there, and it plays almost perfect. So maybe I should play it one of these nights and show it to you guys.
Right now.
But
play it right now.
Yeah, that game and Mars Matrix, those are my two.
I gotta set up
did you guys see that?
Or something
Yeah, in the
I'll take
hunt,
a look and see what it looks like.
Orange Whip brings up a great one too. In the Hunt is actually a pretty fun horizontal scrolling shooter that I actually got a board from Orange Whip last year's drinkers. No,
typo.
not
Jim.
Yeah.
Actually, there's some parts of Life Force where it looks like you could be flying in the.
Nice.
And there's like evil, HPV viruses attacking you and stuff.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm sure our YouTube viewers are just puzzled over what in the hunt might have been converted to by Jim.
Oh, crab-like creatures. And
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Oh my god. That's right.
Crawling along the wall.
We need Jim. You need to play. She's a squirter.
Yeah.
Well, you play from the inside out, so you're trying to escape. And there's like daylight getting smaller, like in Star Wars, when you fly out of the creature's mouth. I don't like that.
Oh.
But yeah, that's a good one. Those boards have gotten too expensive, but
Yeah, you got a good deal.
I did get a good deal. The thing with shmups, and this is because the crowd that likes them is so hardcore, is it's hard to find, except for like Raiden and some like that are pretty common. A lot of them are over $100 just for the PCB.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So
are those ones, because they're more advanced, newer games, I'd say, are they really poorly emulated?
No, a lot of them are pretty well emulated, yeah. For a while, some of the Raiden series couldn't be emulated because of the copy protection that was on the board, but I think they've since figured all that out.
Mm-hmm.
So I think all except because Cave kept on making games up until like 2008, so they were using relatively modern hardware compared to a lot of stuff. So those wouldn't run really good on MAME, but anything below like 2000 I think runs pretty good now.
Mm.
So I got a question I posted in the chat. We discussed it on the show before. Sky Cursor, the latest.
Oh yeah.
How much are they selling that for? It's like you have to like get a quote. They don't even list a price on their.
It's like
website.
it's almost like it's operator pricing. So they're selling. It's like $600 or something like that for the kit.
That's
they
just for the
only
jam.
sell the kit, I think. John Exedy, he got one. I think he was going to put it in the 1-up, but I don't know if he has.
Yeah, there's one in Michigan too. They just put it in what do you call those Japanese style sit-down cabinet, candy cabinets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got to play. It was pretty cool.
Andy.
Yeah, it's weird because it's.
I actually did say candy.
They made the game.
Candy cab.
Candy. The game is made with. It was made with Game Maker.
Oh my God, Mike! This shit that you just PM me on Clav is fucking hilarious. How the
You never
fuck
seen
did you
that
find
before?
this? No.
That's old, man.
Hilarious. Yeah, refresh this. Listen to this.
You gotta show him the visual, though. You gotta show him the visual, Jim. The guy, man.
Yeah.
So what made me think of that is Carrie's space theme. I'm like, this is a perfect song for Carrie. You gotta watch the guy, though, man. It's hilarious. He looks like,
Oh no.
he looks like a modern Devo.
Ooh, I'm watching that
let me,
golf-sized hail pummel people's
Brad,
cars
present
in the
this.
neighborhood.
It's
There you
like
go.
12
Jim
seconds.
posted it.
Holy crap.
It gets worse. It's fucking crazy.
Oh, that poor car parked right out in front of their house is just getting hammered.
What are we talking about now?
It was a video that Brad posted in chat about Chance's neighborhood getting pounded by hail.
Oh, it's in chat. Okay, I'll watch it.
Yeah, that was fucking funny though when John posted you're not invited.
Yeah.
Don't come to my house.
Right, and that was right after him and Joe both like endorsed me bringing out the beer helmet.
Yeah.
All right.
You gotta bring the bill for your helmet.
So
it's new and improved. You know.
Checked the video out at about a minute.
Okay, I don't understand how hail that large just don't bust through glass and stuff like that, you know?
Well, a bunch of cars did apparently get smashed. But you start watching it in a minute, it's like, holy shit.
Man.
Wow.
This is like just beginning of the month, end of last month. It's crazy. Summertime.
They do look like golf balls. That's funny as hell.
They're all bouncing everywhere.
I would imagine if you were out there, you'd be pretty hurt. Damn.
This makes for a good show.
Yeah.
We're all watching this fucking hail
We're
come
all
down.
watching the video. We're on.
It's crazy though. Here,
Yeah.
I'll post it in the chat so if anybody else is watching, if they want to see it. But...
Yeah, hello, we're live, but we're watching videos.
Yeah.
Oh man. I'll watch it later. I'll put it on pause.
Yeah, it's. I just thought it was crazy. I had to show you guys then.
So I didn't get a new arcade game, but I got this.
Purple Rain.
It's
That's in the YouTube chat. In the YouTube
Dual
chat,
Sport.
Chuck says that Hale in Chance's neighborhood is called Purple Rain.
Nice.
Yeah, can you guys see it?
Yeah, take a Ruga.
Yeah.
A really cool graphic-wise game.
All right, so
Mule? What?
No, he was just talking about the board game I showed, but at the same time, Mock put his Ikaruga. I got Trump.
okay, so you can do easy mode, normal mode, hard mode. I'll do normal.
That's the Dreamcast one, right?
Yeah, it's Dreamcast version, but it's in Japanese. A little
I
bit of
know
English.
No, it's import. Yeah.
What
Don't
the
know how
hell?
So it's got like this 3D backgrounds to go. So here's your ship.
Is that your ringtone?
That's part of the soundtrack, I believe.
Oh, that sounds like the ringtone for Quagmire and Family Guy.
What I like is how the top of the Discitron joystick's kind of peeking at us at the bottom. It's like watching us, like, hey guys.
Totally
It's
is.
Kilroy.
That reminds me of like one of those like pop dispenser, guns that they have. That, bartender will have. You want Sprite, 7-Up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your bullets are stronger against the same type enemies, I think, right?
I think
So it's basically like a, yeah, there you go. So it's like a super advanced, like 1940,
So the
whatever.
bullets don't hurt you if they match.
Yeah,
the
kind
color
of.
of the-
That's a good way to think of it. Sure, was here.
It's a really bright game. There's not
Yeah,
a whole
all
lot
we
of
see is
detail.
white.
Is it too hard to see?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
a little
it
bit
is.
blown out.
Okay, here, hold on. Let me.
Go into your camera advanced settings and just turn the exposure down a little bit.
It must be the angle of your LCD screen is not.
Fucking LCD.
Ooh.
All you gotta do is turn the exposure down.
Mock should just
paint
paint
the
Yeah.
camera.
Mock should just paint it purple. Fuck it.
There's just a
Paint it
little
purple.
slider for
I
exposure.
gotta figure out what
It'll-
the settings are on this Mac.
Call it the Purple Rain Cab.
Oh, that's right. You're using a Mac where they don't have as many settings.
I don't think that has settings. So on my PC, I could do that, but on
Yeah,
Mac, I
yeah.
don't know if it does.
Yeah.
Wait, you put a Mac in here instead of a PC?
No,
Jesus.
There's a lot of for his camera.
Laptop for his camera.
Yeah, that's too bad. Yeah, that's Mac for you.
Wah, wah.
Complete control.
You know what? I'll do
Or
this
not.
on a PC on another day then, I guess. Because I can do it on that.
Hey, but you should know, Jumbo, that the whole Rockola project is being written on a Mac inside a virtualized version of Windows XP.
Nice.
Love it.
Because the tools for the FPGA are like they only run up to like Windows 7 for the FPGA that I'm using.
Oh, really? Oh.
But it's an older chip. It's not for like 6 or 7 years, so they're less expensive.
Well, I just discovered that because I've been rocking the ROM burner, GQ4X or whatever, on my XP machine forever, and I just I had to, when I moved and stuff, I had to reinstall the driver to get to work again. And I realized that, holy shit, there's a Windows 7 version of this available now.
Oh wow, yeah.
But I still, I'd rather just keep it connected to that other PC because it's solid.
I use it in Windows 8 or Windows 10. I think there's Windows 10 drivers even for it now.
Yeah, I run a GP4X out of Windows XP on my Mac as well.
Works great.
It works good, yeah.
I think I actually have a dedicated Vista laptop that I usually run. I can't update it anymore, but.
You know, I will say this, Crafty, about one of the perks to like Raiden 1, 2, DX, even fighters. The music's really good.
Yeah, the whole Raiden series has great music, I think.
Like when I had a PlayStation, I feel like I got really lucky. Back when Media Play was still around, I found the Raiden pack for PlayStation. And so it's Raiden 1 and 2 on the same disc. And it's like a perfect like verbatim replica of the arcade game. Perfect port. And I played the fuck out of that. I still have it, but it was pretty awesome. But yeah, the music's great. I actually downloaded all of the tracks from the game because back on the PlayStation days, a lot of them they would just have CD audio tracks on there for the music.
Oh right.
So you could just straight up rip it. Yeah.
Yeah, that Raiden theme that's in like the first couple missions, that's way nostalgic for me. Just
yeah.
Discovering and playing that game like in '90 or whenever it came out.
Yeah, I mean there's so many good, so much good music in that game. That's what I was looking for. I think I could pull it up here. Game tunes. Let me mute myself so I can figure out which track it is.
Yeah, Media Play, man. That place was good. I don't know if they made it out west.
They did. They were out. They were out here in Denver, and got big right when DVDs kind of became huge. And then as soon as like streaming came along, they just burned all the stores down and shot all the employees.
Yeah. Bankrupt.
Yeah, it was just over. They all
headquarters in Minnesota, though.
Headquarters, along with like Circuit City, they deserve to go out of
Oh yeah, fucking Circuit City. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Huh. Nice.
All that Japanese like arcade music from the late '80s, early '90s is like pure. You could put it to like some of those Solid Gold episodes just in the background, and it would totally match, like all the dancers.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, you mean Soul Train, right?
Well, yeah. Either way, Solid Gold or I never watched Soul Train. That's a little before my time.
I watched Soul Train when I was a kid.
We watched Solid Gold.
With Dick Clark, whatever his name was.
I can't remember who did Solid Gold.
I thought it was Dick Clark. I could be wrong.
It could be, yeah. 'Cause it was like a top 40 show.
Dick Clark hosted some old show back then.
Yeah, but it wasn't. I don't think it was Solid Gold. It was
Crafty, is this the track that you're thinking of?
It was Dionne Warwick.
That's one of them. Yeah, that's one of the tracks that I remember.
Oh,
Solid
Dick
Gold.
Clark did American Bandstand.
Bandstand, of course, of course. Oh, boo for us for not remembering.
I know, right?
Solid Gold was Dionne Warwick.
Ooh, the Solid.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, the Solid Gold.
Oh, that's what friends are for.
God, that's such a bad song.
Nah.
Times and bad times.
I'm sure there's
I'll be on your side forever.
No.
Oh, sure.
Stop.
Don't torture us with that song.
I know, don't make me
Carrie just doesn't like it because Stevie Wonder's in it. Isn't that right?
It's true. I don't like Stevie Wonder. I have been played a couple of Stevie Wonder songs that I do not hate. That are like, oh yes, that's a decent. That's okay.
Superstitious or part-time lover.
Have you guys seen the picture of Ray Charles when he's like holding the microphone backwards? Like, oh god, that's terrible. I just saw that one earlier today. I'm like, oh man.
Poor Ray.
Yeah.
You know, Ray's been using that line his whole life. Like, I can't see. I really do have to just use my hands and my mouth on everything.
Oh, pardon me, miss.
Yeah.
Oh, those are your
What, are you
breasts.
blind, mister? Yes, I am. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me help you.
Yes, there you go.
Are you sure that's not Photoshop, though?
It might be, but
It might be, but it's still funny.
Yeah.
It might be. It might be Photoshop. That's terrible.
That, you know, the mic is fake. It is Photoshopped.
Yeah.
You can tell the
No,
mic
it's-
is copy.
Just ask
paste
Mike.
in there.
Ah, he's swallowed one of those. He knows what they taste like.
Oh, yeah.
Another good shooting game, but it's a little bit more expensive, but it's fun, is Galaga 88. But that comes in like a dedicated cab, if you could find one.
That's terrible.
Well, I figure if I get enough suggestions.
He's got really steady hands, but he shoots with this one. No.
Yeah.
You can't really say, hey, check out this funny photo of you.
Right.
That was the Frisco Kid, Jim.
Wait.
That's right.
How about the?
Used to be the kid, Andrew. Used to be. Yeah.
Used to be.
Yeah.
I try to find
Yeah,
it.
well, I mean, look at that. Steady as a rock. But I shoot.
Yep.
How about the was it American Idol where Ryan Seacrest goes to high five a guy, but the guy's blind?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, ooh, that's awkward.
Awkward.
Yeah.
What was the shooting game? So carried by.
Yeah, because I figure if I get enough suggestions at some point, then when these random things pop up, I'll be like, oh, that was one that was somebody had recommended. Because
Well, you know what's gonna happen is you're gonna be like, oh look, I found this game. It's gonna be like the rarest shooter like ever made.
Jack, I've already got it up there.
Should I buy this game for
There you
$50?
go, yeah.
It seems kind of fun.
Like
yeah, I know it's kind of dirty, but I can clean it up.
I mean, no rats were living in it, so I'm thinking about passing on it.
I know exactly. Unless it has some sort of rodent died in it. Well, really, what's the point?
Oh yes, that's right. You picked up something this week.
I did pick up something this week.
Nice.
Yeah, actually, I did. I picked up dog poop this week. I'll bring you out into the garage, although most of you already know. But it'll be more exciting for our viewers at home.
Don't stand up so quickly.
Jimbo with all the sounds as she's walking out there.
Terrible.
She's been holding it. She thought she was muted too.
Oh gosh.
What is happening over there?
I don't know. Actually, you know what? It's not even all that dramatic because it's so dark in my garage.
Left cheek squeaking.
The lights do work, but there's no game board in there for.
What the fuck?
Oh my god!
The dude.
I didn't see her except for the sand.
Camouflage.
That is actually very funny.
Well, good times.
Yeah.
And bad times.
And bad times. I'll be on your side forevermore.
So who's getting
no.
into the garage with the flashlight?
And then Stevie Wonder comes in. Well, you came and opened me.
Oh.
And now there's so much more I'll see. What is it? It's him, Dion. It's Elton John, and who's the other one? What's her name? Fuck. What's her name?
What's her name?
It's Dionne Warwick. What's the other female singer?
Whitney Houston? I don't know.
No,
Tina
it's
Turner?
No, it's
Aretha Franklin?
Younger. It's not Aretha Franklin. It's a younger.
Yeah, I already had it all.
It's gonna.
Gladys Knight?
Pips?
Yeah.
Or just last night. Or the Pips.
That's a
Carrie's been bumped for the.
That's fine. I've been bumped before. With this crew, I'm so used to it.
You love it.
I must, because I keep coming back
Gladys Knight. Gladys Knight.
Are you trying to tell us you don't like getting bumped?
I said Gladys Knight.
No, you didn't. You said Aretha Franklin.
Never said that.
Yeah, then I said Gladys Knight, and then
We
I
need
said the Pips. They did a
that
fucking
line.
restaurant in Atlanta.
Well, this is why I say that.
That's what it felt like after you ate there.
Oh. Just a little quick shorty.
The Family Guy thing where it's like, Peter, were you talking over your farts again? It's like, no. No. No.
I like the Willy Wonka one where they drink the fizzy lifting beer and they float up and then they realize, oh, the only way they can get down is farting. And Peter, this is one you can blame on the dog.
Brian.
All right. Here we go. We'll do the.
Ooh, look at the glow.
There we go. We'll give you.
There's some black light.
Are you talking over your farts? No.
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 So far, I can get away with the.
No.
No.
Can we get a flashlight tour of your garage?
Yeah. Oh my God, that would be awesome.
You have the
Can we see
Oh my
inside
God,
your fridge?
I'm like dying laughing.
That was so good.
Let's
I wanna
check out
see
inside your fridge.
No.
We need to see your fudge
Oh,
cake
yeah,
inside
yeah,
the
right.
fridge.
Hey, Brad, that's the next episode. What's
I do-
inside your fridge?
I do actually have a little fridge out here. But there's no cookies.
All right, now we're
around.
talking.
You do. You
Yeah.
see
That's
the
a
Bonus.
you see
I
the
see a
theme.
drinker's cup.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
With my.
Brofest.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there you go. You can see the theme of the little fridge out here. No cookies, I'm afraid.
Oh, no, he's crazy.
More beer over here. Yeah, beer everywhere.
God.
I know, it's shocking. But the more
I want to
No
go to
cookies.
there.
Wine. Wow.
no,
Cookie.
well, you guys have seen my shrine to hard alcohol on the other side. So
That's like a hashtag.
no
now.
surprise to
No,
you.
instead of hashtag no homo. It's like hashtag no
I can't
cookie.
keep beer in my fucking house that long.
How many broken
Yeah,
stoves?
me either, Andrew.
How many how many broken what?
How many broken stoves are in there? Or other appliances?
Oh yeah, right.
And-
Yeah. I do have so many cabinets that I actually can't. I have to.
Hey,
turn a little
that would be
sideways.
something. You open up an arcade cabinet and there's like
Yeah.
a mini fridge in there. There's an appliance inside the
well,
cabinet.
It's funny you should say that because I have the Space Duel cab that I picked up for my my friend, and
Be in the logic probe.
Sorry, I saw the side art behind you there.
and I do currently have
don't know how
Pepsis
you
and Kleenex stored in there. So.
Jim is just mesmerized by Sark. He's got to do all his quotes.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Nice.
What?
Oh, cool.
Now, if you had a small apartment you lived in, I mean, hell yeah, that'd be awesome. Come on.
No, Gak. I live in a small apartment. It's not us.
Well,
no, but well, maybe for your game room.
Okay, let's call it a studio apartment.
With a beer.
Okay.
That was pretty cool. They had like a tap.
I guess by comparison, I'm in a luxurious establishment here.
Also, I'm going to be honest, Jim, that your camera view right now looks exactly like it did before you.
It does.
It really does.
It has a little bit more.
You're not the first one to say that, Aaron. The only difference is 2 more games. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're at different profiles.
Well, the system one is over to your right, or your left, and the red tent is now.
Oh yeah. Like they're in the same. Yeah, I didn't plan that. I just was like, I want eyes in the center because it's a cabinet that's beat the shit, and I haven't restored it yet. And the best side of Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man is that side, so I'm like, all right, I'll just do it this way. Although last week I had the red tent facing out, and I'm like, that doesn't look good. I should put it aside. And basically, that far side is right into the kitchen, and so you can just pull up a kitchen table or a chair from the table and play Super Mario Brothers or whatever. So it works.
Oh, cool.
I've got a big ass mess from the Mega Touch I'm working on.
Oh God.
Speaking of red tent,
what's going on there? Oh my God.
Reminded me of I was watching a Tosh.0 marathon tonight, and they had an Excite Bike bit on it. Just a thing they were doing with Excite Bike as part of the joke, and they used the arcade version, not like the NES version.
Oh, nice.
Somebody was a fan on their show.
Was it jumping buses or what?
Well, it was this girl up in Canada who tried to jump over her brother on a little trick bike and broke her pelvis. So
oh God!
So they had her on the show,
pelvis.
Web Redemption to talk about it.
Yes.
They did a reenactment of it in Excite Bike, showing her wiping out.
Wow.
It's like, oh no, make sure you hit the arrow so you don't overheat. It was funny, but anyway, I was just impressed. The NES. What is happening?
It's still going on, Mark.
Yeah.
And Barry, you got a little bonus thing with your Tron too, right?
With the
we haven't even heard the cab pickup yet.
Yeah.
I know. Right? Well, actually, so I do want to show you the cool customization that it has here on the bottom.
Skull and crossbones, awesome.
Wow.
Right?
Nice.
Isn't that nice?
Because that goes with the Tron theme perfectly.
It totally does. So yeah, and there was in fact a rat that lived in this, but the guy who I got it from, and I'm almost disappointed, he cleaned the nest out.
Oh.
Like, damn it, that's my job.
Clean the nest out?
No.
Yeah,
it was.
Right now.
What?
How many games are in there? There's like a whole
43.
Yeah, well, and not all of them are mine. Most of them are mine, but I will say that at this point. I know. Yeah, my friend Andy has stop it, you guys.
That's a terrible accent again.
So over to your left there, that's the Andy-cade.
Andy's stuff is over here. And then we have
Tempest.
Yeah, exactly. And and then all my stuff is out this way. So. So yeah, I have my Mortal Kombat, which my first actually just came. It's the Ultimate Mortal Kombat board in here. I actually have it more for my daughter. I'm gonna do, and I know it's an abomination, but I'm gonna do a J-Rock in it as well as keep the Mortal Kombat.
Wow!
So my daughter and I can play. It might be confused, but it's mine. I'm owning it, and I'm looking forward to playing Robotron and this big ass 25-inch screen.
Are you gonna put a purple wiring in it?
Yeah.
And purple key molding?
If I do, I'm dead now. I'm not going to show you my wiring. I'm keeping it private to myself. So, and my parts actually, my flyback just came and my hot and the voltage regulator. So hopefully I can. Yeah, and then this is in restoration mode. I'm really close. In fact, I have an unboxing related to my gyrus, and then I have my Gravatar.
It's all about the stick. Gyrus is all about the stick.
Gyrus is all about the stick, and I've cleaned up the control panel. I'm very happy with it. I mean, it's not perfect unless I was going to recover that, but I don't really want to because it's fine with me. It's 30 years old. It can look a little.
That's what I tell my wife. I'm 44 years old. What do you want?
Yeah.
There's only so far a magic eraser to go.
Right.
My karate champ, the old pole position 2. The Tempest. This is Andy's Tempest. My Tempest is just the cocktail. Yeah, he has a plethora. And then, so I'll show you my little fun since I have the floor. And we were just talking about the gyrus because it was such a mess, but it was working, or it is working, and but I finally got all the stuff I need to finish up the monitor. But so my unboxing, I was so excited.
Look at your stove in the background. I'll make sure there's no like chassis laying on it and random power supplies.
So far, so good.
Okay, we're okay. All right. Make sure.
Right?
All kitchen type stuff. So it's so funny. So what this hobby has done to me is I was like so excited that I got this in the mail today. And
that looks a little bit.
Whoa! What does that have? Does that have one head or two?
I bet you're excited by that. Wow, I was too.
I should have known better. This is. I should have known better than to introduce this.
She's gonna be a squirter. She's a squirter. She's squirting. Peter, we got a squirter.
So I
careful them scissors. Don't cut
I know,
yourself.
right? I don't want to impale myself like Seabart did.
Assuming.
So okay, so we could. This is a mutual. Oh wow, yeah, this is.
What is that?
It's a samurai sword.
What?
This is the.
This is a lawnmower blade.
It looked like it could be a weapon.
It's a beautiful shape.
He said it was bent. So this is
bent.
Yeah, a lot of guys say that.
He was right.
He was right. It's
Yeah,
bent.
I had an inch on it. It's bent.
Oh,
This
they
is-
said you was hung.
This is.
Yeah. You heard right.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Well, it's long and black.
With rust all over. No, that's actually
Yeah,
pretty.
you might want to pound that out.
I think I am going to pound it out. I think I'm going to do that this weekend. See if I can get it nice and straight and pound it out.
Well,
This is actually the lower. This is the lower bar that goes under the plexi. On the gyrus, it was missing on mine. They did some hideous thing where they took some corrugated cardboard, spray painted it, slapped it on there, called it a bezel, and so much of the work I've had to do in terms of the cosmetics of this poor thing has been ripping all that off. I got a new bezel, new cardboard bezel from Joey Kuda. I got new bezel art from Rich. I got new plexi because they had taken some other piece of plexi that didn't actually fit and then just nailed it on. It was awful.
Awesome.
Yeah, right. So this was I was so excited, and I'm like, what has this hobby done? Where I'm like, yes, I've been waiting for this for weeks. And a wonderful guy in Clav, Cisco, he sent this to me. And there was someone else who was
out of his garbage can. I was like, I found a fire.
He actually just gave it to me. He said it's bent. I'll just send. He actually just
Cover shipping,
didn't
whatever.
even-
Yeah.
it didn't cost me a thing. It was super sweet of him. So a
That's
huge
good.
shout out there because I was looking.
Just be very careful when you straighten that because metal stretches.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So in fact, I
It's
was
really
curious.
hard to get that back straight.
It'll be brittle.
Yeah, so what's any suggestions? I've never tried to. I mean, geez, and I didn't know what it would look like until right now. With this, it has a little hump. Hold on, I gotta get my dogs from barking. My
Hammer
neighbors.
and dolly set. That's why you're only.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I mean, get it on something that's the right shape and just start going slowly with it. But the thing is that once metal is stretched, you can't fix that.
Okay.
One important hammer you need to get is a dead blow hammer.
Holy crap! Is that Buffett?
Yeah.
What's it, so I have a rubber mallet and I have a regular hammer. None
rubber
of those will do?
What happens is with a rubber mallet and a regular mallet, whenever you're pounding on, like if it's stone or metal or whatever, and the underneath part is stone or metal, they'll bounce. A dead blow hammer will not. It's filled full of lead shot, like that goes in shotguns, and it will not. Right, it stops when you hit it, and they come in various weights. So you don't need one that's really super heavy, but somewhere in the 3/4 to 2 pound class.
Right, but it looks like a mallet though. Like it'll be like a.
I assume you don't have a vice.
No, I don't have a vice.
Because that would be one thing if you.
Well,
had
drinking. And some other things, but not the kind that's going to help me with
if you had a vice that didn't have like those real grippy teeth in it, or put a couple pieces of sheet metal in it, then you can crank the vice down and flatten it out on each surface.
Right.
You can do that too. The other thing, if you get the dead blow hammer and you don't have a flat surface or an anvil or anybody that around, go find a storm drain and use the metal piece on the storm drain.
So the top edge. Like where there's the drain by your gutter, the top edge of the drain.
We don't have those around here, but maybe I can find some neighborhood that does. Oh, that's what a dead blow hammer looks like.
So it looks like a mallet, but yeah, it feels different.
Yeah, that's very important to use. It also won't stretch the metal. Like if you use a regular metal hammer, every time you hit it, it'll actually expand the metal, where a dead blow won't.
Right. The problem is the metal's already stretched.
It is.
Yeah. So you're going to have some challenges getting that back to.
Right, but it won't stretch it even more.
Right.
Okay.
But is it even a cosmetic thing on the exterior of the cabinet, or is it inside where?
No, it's exterior.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lower bezel, right?
Right, exactly. So it's what you see there at the bottom of the plexi.
Okay.
So it needs something, and originally I got like a little metal bracket from Costco that I cut with a hacksaw, but it didn't. This part of it that sits underneath wasn't thick enough, and so it didn't actually hit where the bolt holes were, and I just couldn't find. It's like it's a 1/2 inch instead of, I think this is probably a full inch. So
I mean, you can probably get that better looking than the other one, but I mean, ultimately I would probably still look around for another one. I don't think you're going to be able to get that totally 100%. I mean, if you're looking for like 100% restoration, I mean, once metal's distorted that bad, really the only way you can do is like cut pieces out and refill them, and then weld in basically like solder to fill in the gaps to make it look nice. But I mean, keep shopping, but like that's still going to look awesome.
It'll be better than nothing.
Yeah, totally better than nothing. Yeah.
Which is what it started at.
Just trying to set your expectations that like that's going to be tough because the metal is so stretched already. That
I hadn't really expected that little.
Yeah. If you want, you can send it to me and I'll pound it out for you. I've got dead blow hammers here for that.
Oh wow! Oh, thank you.
If you want to send it to me, I'll do what I can. I can try to take it up to my jars and see if it fits right. But if you want, you can send it to me and I'll pound it out for you. I have an anvil and all the dead blow hammers and stuff.
Oh, that's all. Thank you, Buffett. I very well may take you up on that offer. That's really, I really appreciate it because, I don't have a vice. I mean, I don't have anything. Apparently.
Yeah, I've got vices, dead blow hammers, that big anvil, for shaping metals. My anvil even has the horn on it, which a lot of them don't. It's got a really. So I've been. Yeah, I've fit right, mufflers and stuff like that. Yeah, I've done all that. So. Yeah, so if you don't want to, send it on.
Thank you. Yeah, no, because the shipping on this is really cheap. Cisco sent it to me for under $5, so that's
cool. Yeah,
that'd be awesome. Thank you.
Sure.
All right, problem solved.
Problem solved. It is perfect.
Yeah.
If I'd known a year ago, Carrie, I left an old Gyrus cabinet in a warehouse somewhere.
Oh.
I pulled the joystick off of it, the control panel and the joystick, and that's all I took. Because the cabinet was just rotten.
Yeah, well, who knew? That is one thing with
and that's the problem.
Where it's like,
and that's the problem. You don't want to. I can't hoard everything.
Right.
You don't want to keep everything you find.
Yeah, and what I'm coming to appreciate is the importance of like cataloging what you have, because we all know I've only been in this hobby for like 10 minutes, and I'm already like forgetting what, oh, I think I have this, and
Well, you hit the ground at 100 miles an hour, though.
I don't do things half-assed, that's for sure. But yeah, and then I stopped for a while. But then lately, the cabinets have been just kind of the $100 cabinets have been falling out of the sky, or at least close to $100 cabinets. So yeah,
those are the ones that you want.
How's your iRobot?
Yeah,
your
Ian.
iRobot working?
Hey, Ian Kellogg, if you're listening, I'm waiting to get my power supply back.
Oh, power supply. Okay. That's
Yeah, because I did the cap kit and it didn't fix it. I mean, it improved it in that the little LED of death went away, but it still wasn't working. So so I was like, okay, fine, I give beyond my equipment and skill set. So
above your pay grade.
Exactly. So I totally above my pay grade. So I'm paying somebody else, and so I shipped it off to Ian a while ago, and we know what kind of backlog he has, so I'm waiting patiently and patiently. But that's been the one item in my collection where it's like it's just killing me. I've had it for a long time, and
you're killing me, Smalls.
Yeah.
You're killing me, and
that's a great T-shirt.
Yeah.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Well, did anybody pick up anything else this week? Because I got a jet here soon, so I have to shut this thing down.
Forever.
Nobody have any other pickups?
No. I picked up a couple projects, but I can go into that later. It's no big deal.
Next week we can go into it.
Just ramble them off real quick.
So this goes back a couple years ago, before I even got the one I had. A guy I know had a couple of Exidy shooter projects, and so I saw him the other day, and he said, hey, anything you looking for? And I had remembered he had some, and I'm like, you still got those? So he threw me a price. I'm like, I'm gonna have to take you up on that. So
nice.
I worked out a deal with a local friend that I said, okay, I'm gonna bring you both projects. You get mine working. You don't have to cosmetically get it. It just electronically, electrically get it working. And then I'll give him the other cabinet. So I'm kind of torn between what I want to turn it into, because I've got the multi-kit, the Exidy 440 multi-kit for it. So I had a Cheyenne, which I sold at CAX, but and Cheyenne's an awesome theme, Jimbo.
It is. Yeah, that's easily my favorite. I love the Western theme. I do.
Yeah. But I'm kind of, I kind of want to try something a little different theme, but I'm kind of torn between, because I got 3 marquees with it. So with the 2 cabinets, one is Cheyenne, which is going to my buddy, and then another one was Combat, and then Chiller. But that's it.
I would never, for me personally, I would never do a Chiller, because it's a game that I have no interest in, and I wouldn't play it. It's more of a speculation thing. Like it's not. Like it's cool. Like I love the I love the theme of it, but I have no interest in actually playing the game.
Right.
For kids.
It would just give Jimbo nightmares. It would scare him every time he walked in the room.
I mean, I have to leave a light on as it is.
I do kind of enjoy the gory graphic, nature of it, but so the 3 games I was thinking was either Chiller, Combat, or Crossbow. But the problem with Crossbow is the actual gun is a crossbow.
Yep.
So and it doesn't have that gun. The gun looks more like it's got like a grip underneath the front. It's all black. It has like it doesn't really look like a shotgun. It's maybe a rifle, some other type of assault rifle or something. So it may be that.
Didn't they do one called Crack Shot, which is just a target game?
Okay, yeah, that's one too.
I thought they did one called Crack Shot, and that sounded pretty cool to me.
Uh-huh. Well, the PCBs, and I found this out, they're all crossbow PCBs. they only, if you look at your PCB, Jimbo, it'll say crossbow on it. They only made crossbow PCBs, and they just modified them to make the other games.
Oh, weird.
Oh, interesting.
I didn't know that.
And so, but I got the kit, so I could kind of retheme it however I want. But yeah, so I probably won't be crossbow because of the gun.
But,
So,
yeah, I'm sorry because my dogs were barking, so I missed a little bit of it. Is it your standard XD gun?
yeah,
Or is it a different?
I think
Because you can because you can just get a different. I believe
That's
that you
true.
can just
I
get a
could
different
find a
top.
different gun.
Yeah, and I actually I
a
may
cop.
yeah. No, that's true. But well, you could just get the. All you have to do is replace the top on it.
Yes.
So all you need is the crossbow. You don't need
That's
the whole
true.
gun.
That's
and
true.
I may know
I'll
somebody
look
who.
at that.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, I may have I may know
A
somebody.
lead on it? All right. Well, we'll talk.
Okay.
So yeah, so I picked those up, and then while I'm there, we're kind of going through. You know, he's got a bunch of games in a barn and a lot of projects and stuff, and
He's got a trog for me.
A what?
A trog.
Oh no. He did have 2 or 3 other games that I'm really gonna try to squeeze out of him, but we didn't even talk price. So, but yeah, then I got the 2 games loaded up in the back of my truck, and so he's like, hey, you know, anybody looking for? I got to get rid of these 2 cabinets, and then one of them caught my attention. I'm like, wait.
It was a white computer space.
Yeah. I'm like, how much? I just said, how much you want for it? And he's like, oh, it's free, man. Just take it. I'm like,
What? You got it
all
for
right,
free?
done. So I got a Atari System 1 cabinet for free.
Nice.
So it's
I saw that Kalen already posted that he's got just a System 1 main board that he can hook you up with.
Yeah, I have actually like 2 or 3 extras. I just what I don't have is extra control panels and
which you're gonna pay.
setup. Yeah.
I have an extra Marble Madness control panel.
I remember. Yes, we talked about that. Right.
I'm reluctant to part with it, but there could maybe.
Yeah, no worries. I actually
but-
have the ability to fabricate that stuff too, so.
Oh, nice.
I've contemplated making that stuff, you know. Because I can program.
Otherwise, I was gonna post. Everyone's like, you know, Marble Madness, and I saw there was no control panel. I'm like, and you don't have the daughter card. I'm like, man, you're gonna pay a fucking premium for that.
Yeah.
But you got the cabinet for free, so that's something to take into consideration.
Yeah, I've got, and it's completely wired. There's just no monitor, no motherboard, no daughter card, no control panel, no marquee.
Now you said you had a couple motherboards, so just make sure you've got one with the Leda chip, and you're good for Marble Madness.
Yeah, I've got 2 or 3 motherboards extra. I've got a Marble Madness, Indiana Jones, Road Blasters. I know I have those daughter cards. I just don't have control panels.
That's all you're missing is the fucking control panel?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Although that's what happened to me. I was hunting forever, and I ended up hacking Road Blasters because no one was selling just the control panel.
Right.
It pissed me off.
They wanted the whole kit.
Yeah, and then like, you know,
And they
6
wanted
months
to spend
later,
their money.
I was like, hey, I'm thinking about fabricating the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have 2 Road Blasters kits, and one of them's not Road Blasters, Road Runner, 34K.
Maybe.
Close.
One of them's missing the control
second.
panel harness, and it turns out it was over a year ago. I didn't realize that much time went by. Fett, him and I were sending messages back and forth. He's looking to build a Road Runner, and I told him I had a second kit, so we kind of went back and forth on the price. I'm like, all right, I'll give you the bro price, and then I just totally forgot about it. He didn't push it, and when I contacted him recently about something else, he's like, hey, you still got that Road Runner kit? And I'm like, yeah. I had to look back. I'm like, holy shit, I gave him a really good deal on that, but
Now, did that come with Hall Effects joystick too?
Yes.
Holy fuck!
Wow.
Now what did? Jeez,
So
I won't ask.
I agreed on $300 ship for the
What, in the mail?
the daughter card, the complete control panel, and marquee, but no control panel harness. So that's going to cost extra for the harness, but because I got to make one. But I saw the control panel without joysticks sell recently for $275.
Yep.
No circuit board, no marquee, nothing. You know, I'm like,
Just a
jeez,
control panel. Yeah.
crazy money on that stuff. So
I would love to
Everyone
get into that
wants
shit,
is
but
looking
I've
for
missed
all
the
of
boat
these.
on it.
how expensive that stuff is. It's just, I think it's just, finding that Craigslist deal.
You know what's
if you're
funny though?
patient.
With the way that prices are going on System 1 games, I'll bet I could sell my Marvel Madness and come out with a Roadrunner and some cash. Everyone wants fucking Marvel Madness now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got a 9 and 1. Does anybody want that?
I can't believe the Paperboys lately, man. They're going crazy too. Like $2,500 for a.
I've
working
accepted
Paperboy.
that I'm never going to own a Paperboy.
I'm like,
yeah, that's outside my range.
It's a fun game, but I'm not in love with it. And
Yeah.
I always thought it'd be cool to own one because I remember playing them, but
Yeah.
but I'm
The
not going to spend that kind of money. Never in my life.
Restored one that just went sold for like $4,000 or something like
Yeah. Oh my
No,
God,
I'm-
really?
Fuck that.
Up locally,
insane.
not unless I find one locally that someone doesn't know what they have, and I get it for like under $800.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's never gonna have. I'm never gonna pay that kind of money. I'm not in
Right.
love with that game. Thank God.
And there's
It's like,
a guy, I think there's a guy out of like England or somewhere that developed some, what's it called, the slapstick or one of those?
Oh,
That'll-
yeah. It replaces the slapsticks. Yeah.
But that allows you to modify it. You could turn a Champ Sprint into a Paperboy, right, with that?
Right. Yep.
So, I mean, Champ Sprints circuit boards aren't worth much, but Paperboy, boom. I mean, it was like $600 or $800 recently a circuit board sold for.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, and then you need the fucking controls and all that, and that's
That's
a lot
true.
of money too.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And the control panels are going for like $1,000 just for a control panel.
Yeah,
And it beat
I've
the
seen
shit straight.
700, 800, 900 in that range, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just stupid money.
There's a question for a following week. What's the most valuable game that you own?
Oh boy.
I mean that probably wouldn't take people too long.
Nah,
but you could probably, but that would be a fun one. Be like, what's
Right.
the most valuable game? Like what game that you have right now could you sell for the most amount of money?
Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Medieval.
Hey, come on, save it.
I mean,
What are you guys talking about? Karate
And did
Champ.
I mean,
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, karate
Drop
champ.
the mic.
And maybe throw in, and did you expect that to be your answer when you bought the game? 'Cause sometimes, so you can just, for
like
some
that.
things it'll be like clear, and other probably, and then other ones it's like, oh, I never thought this would actually, be worth what it is.
Pins almost don't count though, because like pins, that's just.
They're just high anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Then I gotta say
We should,
StarCraft.
quite frankly, quite frankly, we should eliminate pins out of that one. What video game?
I'm sorry, Brad. You were talking about bailing, so maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Oh,
Good work, Jack.
This was fun, you
Very
guys.
well done.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. I'm pretty stoked about it,
Saw
Yeah.
the pictures. I was impressed.
Yeah, that's cool. And Aaron, thanks for joining, so you could
Oh,
talk.
sure.
shoot
I'm
'em up.
glad I could.
So I got a bunch of really good ideas. Thanks, actually, to all of you guys.
Sure.
Now, then I'll just keep.
Schmuppums.
Now I just gotta
Shut
keep.
them ups.
It does feel nice at the end of the day to go home and just.
So hopefully we'll have Steve on
Mash
next
some
week
buttons
then.
and blow shit up.
I hope so. We need to talk
Yeah.
about Grinkers more. We didn't really hit it
Yeah.
that much tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. We
Yeah,
didn't.
because he needs to tell us some of the cool new
I
stuff.
mean,
Yeah,
obviously
wait till
Andrew
Steve's
and I
on.
are Andrew and I are talking about stuff behind the scenes, but
Yeah. We're up over 40 or 50 through Edge already, so.
Oh,
I still gotta register.
59, I think.
Do-
it's
What did we
59,
have
almost
last year?
It's
Pre-reg?
Pre-reg?
60 something, wasn't it?
No, it was higher than that.
Oh,
But
that
we're
was
like-
in the tournament itself.
Yeah.
So it's 70 something.
Well,
now.
John just did a whole thing on the beginning of his video today. Like, at the beginning of the video this time.
Did he?
Yes.
Talking about Grinkers?
Yep.
Awesome.
And go to arcadeevent.com and buy the T-shirts and the old T-shirts and all.
Oh,
everything.
yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Have we sold it?
We actually sold one old T-shirt today. I saw
Nice.
that. That must have been from that video.
From the video, yeah. It was his
Got about,
Quantum.
45 more to sell.
It was his Quantum and Firefox go to the basement video.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Ah,
talked about it at the
oh.
very end too.
Yeah, but he did it at the
Watch
very
this
beginning,
today.
which is not normal for him.
Is he ever gonna fucking do that Brofest video? Come on.
It kept getting bumped for, like xenophobe and shit.
Every time I see that he
Yeah.
posts a video, I'm like, hey, is it bro? No, disappointed.
He is backed up on videos though. Like
care about these
he didn't show like his pre-Cax footage that he shot. Remember he went through
Yeah.
the laser discs and stuff.
Well, that's the thing. I think with both
He hasn't
those,
done Cax at all yet.
I think
Yeah,
with,
not really,
with
huh?
both Brofest and Cax though, there's I think he wants to be able to edit those and kind of make them more clean. Whereas his other videos, he can just kind of like shoot the whole thing and
No, it's all linear.
Play it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It takes time to do all that.
exactly. Yeah. Cool. All right, guys.
All right.
Well,
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for joining.
Good
Make sure you
night.
subscribe.
Chime in the music.
Catch us next week.
Or the
Steve will come on, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll talk about
Yeah.
drinkers.
Drinkers.
Sounds good.
Drinkers show next.
How fun it's gonna be.
All right.
All right, night, guys.